And, once more, you catch us in the middle of an interesting conversation. Hi, chat.
Hi, Chad.
So, we were talking about media transformation. We started off with Cyberpunk to Edge Runner, which I recently rewatched, and it's still Preem Choom. It's real Nova, so go check it out. Um, and then we
Yeah.
got, by a topsy turvy, wibbly wobbly way, over to the question of what do we call it? Copyright. And specifically, copyright, we came there by the argument, should media be translated between different kinds of media, which, it's not a clear delineation. And then we ended up at copyright law. And this is actually an interesting conversation. And look, anyone who listens to this, please let me know if you know. I don't want just, internet slog at me, but if you know, and I kind of think you might not, because I'm not sure there's precedent for this, but specifically, when there's copyright on a work, let's say a book, for example, that book gets translated to a different language. We all know that translation is a transformative process of a piece of media. You make a new thing. When we are talking about translated works in literary science, we usually talk about specific translators' translation of a work. And sometimes you need to kind of focus on it and even compare certain translations because some are better in some regards than others, either with modernization in mind or being true to the original in mind. It's a whole field, dude. It's massive. But when you do that kind of translation of a work, my question is, what happens with the copyright? Because obviously a person doesn't lose the copyright just because someone else translates your work. But considering how transformative translation is, the translator needs to get some kind of copyright on that. And how specifically does that work?
Yeah, I mean, the sort of the translation that I'm not most familiar with that I already know is like with the translations of the Bible.
Yeah.
Which a whole that's a whole sort
But
of
there's no copyright on the Bible, though.
No, this is true. This is true. But it's interesting because you talk about like how the different translations, how you compare them. That's a whole thing that happens.
Yes.
Like, how do we take that literally? Do we look at the cultural context? Do we look at it like abstractly? It's also like very interesting, and then sort of what that
Yeah, but
that entails.
that's the academic debate on comparing translations and what those translations do, and also kind of a showcase at how transformative translation can be.
Mm.
But I mean, that's not a copyright battle usually.
No, absolutely not.
But when, for example, you have a fairly modern author that's still alive and they get translated to like 60 different languages, and maybe there are several translations in one language, or progressively there releases several translations in one language, I think there is some sort of copyright afforded to the translator, but obviously that cannot overwrite the original authors. So does it become some sort of a tiered copyright on it? Do translators get royalties at all, or is it just a one-time gig? I kind of doubt that.
But that's what I'm thinking as well. What like that was my sort of theory of this, is that what if they they write that in a contract that says that they will get paid for this translation
Maybe.
as a one-time thing.
Maybe.
They all, I guess, might depend on the contract. Like,
Yeah.
what if the contract says that it's like, well, you get 5% of all the royalties from this translation.
Yeah.
And then they get it.
Then the question becomes, how transformative does a translation need to be for it to generate its own copyright? Now that's a question, because we know that there is what do we call it? You know this. The is it intermedial? No, intermedial is between mediums. Intertextual, when you write or create a work based on another author's work or creator's work, but do it in a way that doesn't infringe upon the original copyright. You make something new, but it is absolutely in conversation with the original work. There are some startling examples in Swedish literature, for example. What with Dr. Glass, I think that's actually a internationally, I mean, not famous book, but it's an internationally available book at least, that has spawned like 5 or 6 different intertextual novels that are not translations, they're just rewritten from different perspectives, they're rewritten from different angles. There is a famous one, fairly recently written one, that takes place in the real world and centers around a character who believes that he himself inspired the character of Dr. Glass, which is weird as shit. That does not technically infringe upon copyright, and it generates its own copyright, but at some point, translation and intertextual, there's got to be a bit of a Venn diagram there. And how transformative can a translation become before it generates its own copyright?
I think that that depends on what is copyrighted, I would say, because if it's the book that is copyrighted, or for example, were you to write a intertextual piece about sort of Harry Potter, but Harry Potter, the name and the character of that, and some of the mythos behind it, is that copyrighted? Then that is comes into the copyright. But if it's not, if Harry Potter is just any other name, then
Yeah, but now
Uh,
we're almost coming into now we're almost getting into the notions of fanfic as well, right?
yeah, and where does that, like, again, these books that are written about Dr. Glass, like in textuality, is that fan fiction?
Yeah, I mean, I would almost I would almost argue the case. Yes, it is fanfic, and thus I kind of I think that maybe it shouldn't be published for money because it is based so heavily on someone else's creative work. It's
Yeah, but that also comes to like what sort of what aspect of it is sort of in going on. What is copyrighted, or what is the work? Like, are we, for example, should people like uh some certain sources, like anyone writes about uh a magic, like in some sort, or a school of magic people, should that then be like, oh, there's a fanfic of Harry Potter?
I mean,
How
there's
deep
certainly
does it go?
copyright law that well, the copyright. I'm fiddling around with your Halo while we're talking about this
Yeah,
because it's a
yeah,
good time
yeah.
to do it. There are certainly occasions where that has been a contention of, a legal contention in copyright law, where certain pieces of media they are too close to the quote unquote original copyright for it to be considered its own thing. That is definitely a thing that happens.
I mean, that's what happens with Pal World,
Yeah,
which is,
still happening to Pal World. If
yeah, it
I'm,
still happens. Yeah, the lawsuit is still going.
um,
Uh, Which again, it's like where, like how, like again, that those are like a very blurry line here. Where does fanfic go, and where does like intertextuality go, or where does homages go, or where does that kind of thing as well? It's like
yeah.
it's interesting thing, and I have no clear answer to this, but
No,
I think
me
it's
neither.
interesting.
Me neither. But I feel like it definitely is a conversation that people need to. I mean, the fanfic community being what it is, right? A lot of burgeoning authors get their start in the fanfic community, and there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't do it myself. I think that it is well worth your time to actually practice your own creative juices rather than just work with someone else's. But I can also understand that it is easy to practice the other skills associated with writing while when you don't have to come up with all of this shit yourself. But I mean, we've had the conversation of the delineation between creator and audience, and how sometimes audiences believe that they have rights to material just because they enjoy it. And either whether that expresses itself in copyright infringing material that's created, not often sold but created, or just demands upon the creator that you need to
Mm.
make it the way that I want it to be made.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're
I
failing me.
Yeah, I have the perfect example of this, which I will then plug in the end of this. But I would just take out a small example here, which is, again, as I mentioned, Harry Potter, but also like when Harry Potter, the Cursed Child, the play, was released, and how audiences are like, they were debating, but also like still debating essentially what with the canonicity of that play. Is it like because it was not solely J.K. Rowling's art,
How
like
much of
making,
it was J.K. Rowling?
sorry,
How much of that play was J.K. Rowling?
I mean, I think
None?
she wrote it together with like two other people or
Oh.
one other person.
Oh, co-work. Yeah, that's another spicy potato, especially when it's based on the IP of one of them.
Yeah, but also, and also like again the Fantastic Beasts movies as well.
Yeah.
Well, how much that account, but also the fact that they are debating. I think this is super interesting. How they are debating whether her tweets are canon.
Excuse me,
J.K.
what?
Rowling's tweets, when she is tweeting out new things that are coming out from the characters. For example, like how she tweeted at one point, well, uh, Dumbledore, I think, like when it was gay. for example. How she
Yeah.
tweeted that out, it's like very spelled that out. How canon is that? After the fact that like the books were sort of written, it's like and then she adds to it. I'm not saying this is like a right or wrong thing. I just find it too fascinating.
Look, this is why I keep harping on, if it's not in the bit of media, if it's not in the piece, it's not existent. You cannot account for it. Because you can't keep arguing what might be behind the scenes, or what was the intention of the author, or what did the author come up with after the fact. If it's in there, it's in there. If it's not, it's not. Um, Obviously, that sort of hyperbole, I'm definitely gonna fall on that sword moving forward, considering, writing the whole epic that evolves over the course of many books. But I don't give a shit what J.K. Rowling says on her fucking dirge binge of social media, and from the absolute pit from which she squawks in this our day and age. If it's not in the books, I don't give a shit. In that regard specifically, at least. Is there precedence for that argument to exist just if you read the pages without giving a shit about her social media environment? If so, cool theory. May hold some water. We will never know for sure, certain. Well, I mean, we may not ever know for certain, because it's only an indication, which is fine. But if there's no basis for an argument as to whether or not Dumbledore's sexuality, then I do not give a flying fuck what she says after the fact. Despite the fact that she's the author.
Interesting.
And yet you live in a society. No, but I mean, you can't.
Okay,
Just
okay,
keep
Mr.
doing
Death
that.
of the Author.
No, but you can't. Look, you can't just tack on new information on top of a media after it's released to some point. Of course, there are edits. I mean, language edits, typo fixes, absolutely. But I would not want to live in a world where an author can just tack on entire chapters post publication, like fucking DLC. Which, I mean, we've had this argument specifically in regards to DLC, right? Does it count? Or are there several different reads of a piece of game? Like, for example, analyzing games. We talked about this with Dishonored, I believe. Well, it's discussed in the DLC. I don't give a shit. It's not here. It's not here. Then I cannot discuss it. Oh, but you have to play the DLC. Oh, what? You mean I have to play this tacked on post-construction to be able to talk about the original? No, in that case, that is another read that we could make. Or an extended read. But then again, I guess that also falls into some regard into series. Technically, series of
Prequels,
books.
sequels.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Jim Butcher's material grows over the course of the, 16, 17 novels in the Dresden Files. Does what happens in book 2 not count to my understanding of book 1? No, I guess it doesn't. Because if it's not in book 1, then it's not in book 1. I shouldn't read into what happens in book 2 as regards to book 1.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing we talked about when we played Warcraft, with the transmedia storytelling material that surrounds that. It's like we have to take each a medium as its own thing, and the story that it tells, or the world that it sort of presents.
I guess the argument would be more than changing what happened in book 1 by only writing it into book 2. Like, oh no, that thing didn't happen. Something else happened. But that is only available for you to understand if you read book 2.
Right.
I'm understanding, like, when you're talking about genre fiction, like, high fantasy, sci-fi, they're obviously timey-wimey, wibbly-wibbly, I mean, time travel, or just magic, there's potentially narratological leeway for doing that shit. So again, using this as hyperbole, probably not helpful. But still... Still... Right, well, maybe we should get this show on the road.
Yes.
15 minutes in. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this little corner of the universe, the internet, and all things Twitch, where we try to apply literary theory and literary criticism to the games that we play, as we've made abundantly clear here in the start 15 minutes. We do this work not just because it's fun, not just because it elevates the media. Both of those things are true. Close reading, structuralist analysis, deconstruction can all be tremendous fun and also elevating for the media. But not only so, but because we also do it for my own solipsistic wants and needs. You see, narratology and storytelling are near and dear to my heart because I'm an author. I'm a writer. I've been a novelist for the past 10 years. I've written 9 books in that time, and I started streaming to try to promote that work. Most recently, you could read me in the Patchwork Sovereignty. This beautiful piece of literature can be yours. It is a noir thriller set in a post-apocalyptic Nordic folklore setting, which I think is pretty fucking cool. You should totally check it out. It's like a low-fantasy folklore version of LA Confidential or Chinatown. Please do give it a look-see. It is available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies, but if you need any help finding it, there's a handy link down below. If you want to read something else or something more of mine, why don't you take a look at The Last Box, cyberpunk thriller about the spontaneous eruption of sapience and a random slug of gaming code and the people who are unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile that fact. Also pretty good book, does a few things different than most other media that concerns itself with the rise of artificial sapience. And it is also available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies. But if you need any help, there's another handy link down below. And tonight it is Sunday, which means that I got my good buddy, the Cosmology Scholar, with me here. Hi, Finnick.
It's me. Hello. You already heard my voice once now during this video, but that's fine.
It's a me. It's a Finnick.
It's a me. It's the Cosmology Scholar. Mamma mia.
Oh, God. I think that's racist. Is the Mario voice racist?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yes. I mean,
we should tell that to Game Theory on YouTube. It's like, hey, can you make a video? Wait, have they already done that?
I mean, at some point, all accents become racist. Then, if they're not done by a person who actually has the accent.
Right.
Does typecasting a voice actor just to get their accent, is that discriminatory or profiling or just racist? I don't know.
I would say representative, like trying to actually sort of, well, you do have this accent, but we're trying to make it as sort of representative and real as possible.
I think that would depend on what the motivation would be. If you're making like a stereotype and you just want the true voice of the stereotype, I think it's still racist.
Yeah, but like if you have like a genuine, like we have this character has this accent, and we don't want to slap on like a fake sort of accent to anyone. Sort of like this, let's do it properly.
I'm just thinking how the scene would unfold in the voice casting booth when a Irish voice actor got hired just to, give a few voice lines to a fucking leprechaun. Like, you want me to say what? What is this character? You cast me for a fucking leprechaun, you shithead! Either which way, we are playing a new game tonight.
Yes.
That I know very little about.
Good.
We're playing The Lion's Song, which is an episodic little ditty. It's hypothetically not very long. I don't think we're going to knock it out in one stream. It is 4 episodes, and I know 2 things about it. Number 1, it is about the creative process. Means nothing. That could be anything and everything. I have no idea. There are bad versions of that. There are good versions of that. Number 2, it takes place in early 20th century Austria. So I feel like, there's an elephant that we probably shouldn't just, a little thin mustached, overcombed elephant, brown-coated elephant in the room about failed Austrian artists in the beginning of the 20th century.
Yeah, so this is our way of saying, Chad, please, support your local Austrian painters.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. They may
don't let them fail and become something worse.
No, they may take it personally. So let's just acknowledge that elephant and then shove him to the side. Yeah, we don't need to.
Yeah.
We don't need to deal with that anymore. But
Yeah.
that is about the only thing that I know of it. I mean, I've seen the art style because I've been looking at the art some, and it's got this beautiful pixel art sepia tone. We're gonna get into it. So let's.
I have something I want to say first.
Oh yeah.
While you started up, but
Yeah.
I want to say that I'm just gonna let you do this
Oh
one.
shit.
Like I'm just gonna like, well, I will comment on things, but I won't say like this direction or whatever, like, because I have played it.
Okay, so
I
this
know
is
what happens. So
this is essentially your Signalis then.
yeah, essentially,
You're just
yeah,
gonna toy with me as we progress.
yeah.
Um,
This is payback. Well, I mean, I kind of did it for To the Moon and Finding Paradise, and
yes, that is true.
all that
That is
stuff
true.
as well. So, but
Let's see. What else do we need to do? We need to fling it over here. God, I'm getting so many sources on OBS. It's not even funny. There we go. That is Lion Song, and that is Lion Song.
oh, this brings me back.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't played this. I played this on Switch. I didn't play this on PC.
Yeah, it's let's take a look. See. Actually, let's. No, you could probably be running. I probably can run Firefox behind this. It's probably not going to be a hefty boy. So the Lion Song is out of 2016 by Meepooby Games. What the hell is Meepooby Games?
I don't know.
But it's even listing a composer to it, which is interesting, right? That's kind of curious. Let's take a look at the wiki. Does it even have a wiki? It doesn't even yet. Well, there we go. It does have a wiki page.
Don't spoil.
Oh no, shit! Ah, it's in German, or Austrian potentially. I can't read this. All right. Well, it's out of 2016 by Meepooby. What was it? Meepooby Games. It's listing a composer, which is interesting. You know, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
So other than that, I don't know anything about it. I mean, you ran this on Switch, so you probably had a controller playing this.
Yeah.
Do I need a controller for this?
I would say no.
Okay, well, let's try for that then. All right, so it's already set up for us in 4 episodes. We got Silence, Anthology, Derivation, and Closure. Now, immediately, my attention is drawn to those titles: Silence, Anthology, Derivation, and Closure. I draw associations to it as almost the 5 stages of grief, like the 5 stages of a work's lifetime kind of thing, where you have the silence before it is created, you have the anthology and the comparison to other pieces in which it lives, you have the derivation, as that is to say what it inspires and what other pieces of art are created from its bones, sort of thing, how it becomes the flower bed for other pieces of creation. And then we have the closure, when essentially, well, the last time a piece is played. Not expecting a commentary from you, of course. But
I like your observation. I like it.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So, hypothetically, that is what this entire game is going to arc over, where the composition or the art piece is going to be the main character, and then we're going to experience that main character from the perspective of secondary characters, kind of. It also draws my mind to the movie Cloud Atlas. Did you ever see that, bud?
Yes, I did see it, actually. Yeah.
Really like that movie. It's weird. It's very experimental. It takes place over the course of, I don't fucking know, 1,000 years, I think, with a composition as a, not maybe central theme, but a thread through it named Cloud Atlas, where we encounter a collection of different actors that play many different roles across the ages, And I believe that they made a big thing out of cross casting race and gender over it. Like Hugo Weaving played fucking everything in it.
Yeah, also the fact that like I think Halle Berry at one plays a old Asian man.
Yes, for example. And there was a bunch of that, which was they made a whole thematic thing out of that. Like it's the same person but in a vastly different position, and how well it was that sort of a continuation, so almost samsara-ish continuation of the soul. Not they didn't explicitly make a rebirth kind of thing out of it, but they made this recurrence theme into it. Really cool movie. If you haven't seen Cloud Atlas, I cannot recommend it enough.
No, it was such a long time since I saw it, and I think that I thought it was okay when I saw it the first time. But again, this was like when it was released. So
I like it tremendously. I think it's a fucking banger. It's really good, and the song is really good too. Holy shit. So I guess we should take point on the moments before a masterpiece is born.
Yeah, let's do it.
I do love the art style. We're gonna get to the art style. Milk train station. And what is an Austrian accent? I guess it's German accent.
Yeah.
The German. It's the milk station. It's the train station in Milk.
Yeah.
Do you have enough socks? You need plenty of socks. It is very cold here. I probably shouldn't make this right. Let's leave off the accents. Okay. Let's not. Wait, should we switch between who is saying what?
Yeah, I think so.
Who is doing this?
You're doing this one, and I'll do the next one, I guess.
Okay. Well, should I do it? It sounds like a mother.
No, go for it. You interpret it the way you want to interpret it.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, do you have enough socks? You need plenty of socks. It gets very cold here.
Mama, you packed the suitcase yourself. It's stuffed with socks.
It's just socks. She's gonna live off of socks. She's a sock smuggler.
Yeah.
All aboard for Vienna. Oh, you will write your mother, won't you? Oh.
Every day, Papa. I promise.
Oh shit! What? They was the same color. Fuck. No, it was the same color. Shit. Maybe it's a mama papa. It's the same thing. It's one person.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a liar, but I love you anyway. Okay, that is actually both of them. They sound exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. There's just one person. Like they're just.
All aboard! Last call for Vienna.
Mama, let the boy go. He will get in trouble if he's late.
Wait, this is a he? The child is a he? No? Wait.
Oh yeah, because you see them moving in the background there. That's... Is that me? My dear boy, take care.
I don't know. I don't know who the voice lines belong to, except for the white one that it belongs to the conductor. That's all I know.
Yeah.
No, that is a lad. Oh. That was you, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Mama and Papa. You take care too. Take care.
Bye-bye now. Fuck off. Walk along. Move along.
Move along. Bye-bye. Vilma first left them on this very train. Now me.
It's the Vienna, the Musikakademie. The Musikakademie in Vienna. The Musikakademie. It's not that hard, really. It really shouldn't be. No. I don't know why a kaka in the middle of a word stumps me. So this is Vilma, then. My son. Sure is. I guess.
It's a point and click.
Artu, where are you? Am I doing her? Or are you doing her?
Yeah, you can do it.
Artu, where are you? Where are you, Arthur? You asked me to come to your office, and here I am, waiting. Maybe at last you want to talk. About us? Oh, are you fucking your teacher? Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Oh.
So, yeah, okay. Maybe. Hi, Z! Well, okay, no, actually, Z's just saying hi to you, Phoenix. You go
I
ahead.
see. Let's ignore the author in the room and just have us, have us talk about C. No. Hi, C. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, I guess you can give it a shout out too, then.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'll happily do that. I know how to spell your name
Yeah, you
now.
know how to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Ah, God damn it, I did it wrong. We're gonna do it twice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and sip on Judith while you do.
Yes, there we go. Got it.
And then? And then?
And then what?
You got I mean, shout out is one thing, that's the technical thing, but you need a
Oh,
percentage, you need
okay.
to sell
All right,
it.
all right. I get a shout out too, like with my actual voice. Okay. Everyone go and give so much love for C. She shot a rabbit today or whatever day it was. And and she's an awesome streamer, one of the Twitch triumvirate together with so McDaddy and
Someone
J.P.S.
else. Yeah, there's someone else in there on the team as well. It's So McDad and it's Double OC and then there's someone else. It's the third one. It's Lepidus. Nobody gives a shit about Lepidus.
Oh, yeah, like, yes, with every one word you saw Discord.
Well, are you done? What did you last play?
What did you last play? The sea. I saw play some of Heavy Rain, but then I assumed it didn't work.
Sean! Sean!
God!
Sean!
God!
Sean! Sean!
It's like, if there's anything that Heavy Rain has done for the gaming community, it is one of the funniest memes.
Sean!
Sean!
God, that is such a funny bit. See, if you're not continuing on with Heavy Rain, do yourself a fucking favor and just Google Sean Bug Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
It's gold. I see, by the way.
It's a highlight of gaming community memes.
Oh yeah. Sean!
I also love the delivery that he does in the beginning of the game, just like Jason.
Yeah, it's so
Jason,
deadpan. Jesus
Jason.
Christ. Oh, God. So, why I got on to this read that Vilma here has an affair with her teacher. Obviously, I'm inferring things. It's not there in the text, but this is a good example of, now, it's unfortunate that we don't have the transcript here, but it's a good example of how you can bake in a lot of information into just a few short lines with context. She first expresses annoyance that she is here in someone's office, despite the fact that she has other things to do, right? She's a little bit not anxious about being here. She's, what's the word? Shit.
Nervous?
No. Stressed. Like, she has other things to do, right? Not quite anxious. Fuck. Oh, either which way. She has other things to do. She has to be here. She's been asked to be here. Now she's finally here. And now he's not here. In his office, specifically. And then she sort of slows down a little bit. And considers maybe he wants to talk. ... about us. So she's overly familiar with, hypothetically, her teacher, considering it's an office in the Music Academy. Seems to suggest that it's a professor or teacher of some sort. She's overly familiar with him by yelling into the corridor after him, "Arthur, where are you? I'm here now." That's a little bit too familiar between student and teacher, at least as far as I'm concerned, and at least as the beginning of the 20th century is concerned. And then she starts talking about maybe he wants to talk about us ... question mark. that certainly does seem to imply that there is something overtly dramatic between teacher and student that he might want to call her into his office about. And unfortunately, implication, considering it's a young woman and an older, supposedly older teacher, unfortunately, implications are immediately drawn to a romantic entanglement, an illicit romantic entanglement. That is a little bit. That trope takes that for granted is a little bit unfortunate, but it is nonetheless what is presented in the text. Considering you can't just write these implications without being aware that in the cultural context in which that you create this work, that is not going to be read into it. Right? You need to be aware of that shit, regardless of whether or not the trope or the assumption is unfortunate. It is, but it's still there.
Yeah, I do like just I don't know, this room has like what is going on with just a few lines. We have been told so much with so little, and I really dig that.
Yeah, it's a good setup. It's a good setup. I think it would have, from a literary perspective, it would have been better if she hadn't just been speaking to herself, because that's a little bit forced, unless it's at least forced to talk this way out in the open. Sure, some people do it, but it's fairly rare, and in the context of a bit of media, it is read as a contrivance to permit exposition, rather than as a character trait. That is not to say.
I mean, it could just be in her inner thoughts too. Maybe
could be, but I think in that case, that should probably have been made clear. Like you give 2 examples of inner thoughts and outside voice, because we haven't had that indication yet, and that is an artwork question, right? A presentation question. And seriously, well, yeah, I thought Jason was kind of flat. It was. But no continuing with it because the controls were just ass. It's an old game, and it has David Cage emotions, too. David Cage is such a fucking idiot. God. But yeah, you really should look up the bug then, see, because unless you're going to continue... If you're not going to continue on with it, it doesn't matter if it has spoilers, and it's really fucking funny. Alright. Well, let's continue on. She's just speaking about... But you're so shy, Arthur. You don't know how to begin. Talking about them? Oh, don't be silly. She's still talking to herself, right? Oh, don't be silly, Vilma.
Yeah.
You keep hoping it will happen. But it never will. Oh, she's pining for her teacher. And she wishes that they had a conversation.
I'm glad you're here. I just had to see you. I know, you don't like it. Sorry, I'm late.
Now she's all, professor. Now she's all stiff about it. That's okay, sure. That certainly does implicate that there are nuances to that relationship that are behind closed doors and not behind closed doors.
I mean, you have a bunch of options as well, so...
I do. Why do you want to see me, Professor? Where have you been? I haven't been waiting long. Let's be professional, maybe. Because I don't think it behooves... You're not doing Virginia Woolf any favors, Vilma, by hitting on your professor.
Okay, Z, this is me. I wanted to be as like, as an asshole-y, like, what do you do? And it's like kind of like, it's a bit of like asshole, but also kind of like Count
Dracula.
Chocula.
Yeah, Chocula. Ah,
yeah,
blah.
Chocula. Number 1 and number 2.
I mean, we are in Austria.
+1 is 2.
It's just a knock and a piss from Transylvania, isn't it?
Yeah.
But why did you want to see me, Professor?
Please call me Arthur.
Why did you want to see me? It's just nothing. Professor or bust.
Well, to be quite honest,
Yes.
Vilma,
Yes.
your performance at the salon.
Uh-huh.
It was quite incredible. The guests could not believe their ears.
Oh. Yes, they seem to enjoy the music. Okay, no. Oh, yes. They seem to enjoy the music. Mm-hmm.
We want to hear more from you, Vilma. We need to keep up the momentum. One momentum plus two momentums equals more momentums. How is the new composition coming along?
Look, it's moving forward. Don't rush me. I'm working at my own goddamn pace here, Arthur.
One pace.
One
Two
pace.
pace.
Two pace. I'm progressing. No, God, now I'm doing it too. Fuck. Wait a minute. I need to find her again. The lumberjack works in the woods. I'm progressing.
Your music is so new.
Oh, she's a modernist. Okay, I get it. You sound like a slightly put out Italian. Which part of them is put out? The front end or the back end?
It entices. It challenges. I know that we are about to achieve something great here.
Who's this we, Kimosabe? Who's this we?
Yeah, where's the we in this?
Yeah.
The future of music.
Arthur, I am...
We must build on the success of your performance.
What the fuck was this? We must build on the success of your performance. This is what he did.
Yeah. If we stop now, we'll squander this opportunity. We have to keep moving. Keep working.
What's this we, Kimosabe? What the fuck are you talking about? Look, you did it again!
We have to establish your name!
My name! What do you mean we have to establish my name? Well, that is...
What is it?
I've started composing it, but...
But?
Oh, Arthur, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Please, Step Arthur. I'm stuck. I need help, Step Arthur. I'm horribly, horribly stuck. Come, please help. I don't know how to complete it. You need to help me, Step Arthur.
I will help you. No.
This is fucking crap. Look, if you're a fan of the Lion Song, we'll get there, okay?
Yeah.
It's coming from a place of love, trust.
Yes. This is me, as someone who has played it, who really like it. I'm doing this to get a new perspective on it. Vilma, don't say that. We've come so far.
What?
Everything we've worked for.
I can't bear to let you down, Mr. Professor San. Stop doing that!
I know, what's wrong?
Stop doing this, Arthur! This is an obscene fucking gesture. You don't do this in front of your students.
He is Italian. There we go.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, I guess you're right. It's a full-fisted thimble or whatever the fuck this is called.
It's the pressure from the Institute.
Oh yeah, that pressure, sure.
Everyone's clamoring for your attention.
You know what, Arthur? Maybe I'd get done with my fucking composition if you stopped calling me up to your office all the fucking time, not fucking me, just asking me what the composition is. Maybe just leave me alone. Have you tried that, Arthur? Huh? Maybe you can apply some of this to yourself.
Recognizing you on the street.
Oh, I'd rather prefer not. That's why I wear a mask on my OnlyFans.
And even more pressure from me.
With that added on top, even more pressure.
Yeah. The letters are just shaking.
Wait, what is this? Vienna is a city, we can't change that. I'm not sure what you're responding to there. No,
I mean,
it's
I
not
guess the
you,
pressure of like everyone around you, like the institute and people recognize you on the streets, and I think that kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of want to dismiss that a little bit. Like, fuck, I can't control that. Vienna is, yeah, Vienna is a city. We can't change that.
We need a change. That's clear. You need a change. That's
Who
clear.
the fuck does this pig think he is?
You really despise Arthur. You only met him like for like 2 minutes.
Dude, immediately there. I'm getting to channel my inner Virginia Woolf here, I feel.
Yeah.
It's invigorating, really.
Listen, I have a cabin in the mountain.
Oh my fucking god. He is Chocula!
What cabin? 2 cabins.
Our professor is inviting us up to a cabin in the mountains. Like,
You will be able to work there.
Oh, would you come with? No, we're not flirting with him. We hate him. We hate his guts. I don't care if Wilma wants to get fucked by this guy. We hate him. We collectively hate him. I think Vilma hates him too. It's just one of those hate fucks, you know?
She looks a little concerned.
Yeah, I would be too if a professor just tried to get me up into his mountain cabin. No, you have done too much for me already.
Nonsense!
You're teaching, guiding me. Stop, Wilma. Look, I get it. Stop. Your help with the scholarship.
You need time alone.
Let's see. What's the story here? Can I have a 30-second rundown? Yeah, sure. See. So, well, actually, I don't. We really just started it. Hypothetically, it's a game about the creative process, and maybe more so. What I believe that there is, it's a 4-episode-long game that is called Silence, Anthology, Derivation, and what was the last
Closure.
one? Closure. What I believe that it is sort of a 4-part story about a piece of art, where we get to approach that art from 4 different perspectives through secondary characters. Vilma here, I believe, is the original composer. Then we're going to have people who put it in collections with other pieces of art, that sort of work around this piece of art. Then we're going to have the people who try to create art with the original pieces and inspiration, and then we're going to essentially get the final time this composition is played. Where does the horny prof come into it? It's his office. I think he's come into it several times.
See, you know this. Every single prof at a university or any institute, they are horny. We all know this. This is a fact. Why do you think I want to be one?
Giggity, yeah. Well,
Giggity, yeah.
I don't know if, I mean, obviously it is a thing. Well, not obviously, but there's certainly more inferences to draw the conclusion that there's some sort of a thing between these two. But the first few lines that Vilma spoke were all about, oh, God damn it, Arthur. Not verbatim here, paraphrasing, but essentially, God damn it, Arthur, you're calling me into your office again, and then you're not here. Oh, and maybe you want to talk about us. So, certainly inferences that there is something between them, or she wants something to be there between them.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go back. I was told there were horny professors.
So there were horny professors. Where's the horny professors? I was told there were horny professors.
Did you do this one?
You need time alone. The quiet.
Yes. That is what I need, Professor. Quiet.
I'll take care of things here.
Arthur, I can't.
I'm not asking.
Excuse me, what the fuck, dude?
Yee.
Virginia Woolf needs to take a fucking Molotov cocktail to this fucker's office, I think.
Yeah. It's settled.
Who the fuck? I know this is the beginning of the 20th century, but can we just... Fuck this guy. Can we just throw him out the window? He's right there. He's right next to him.
Yeah,
Can we
there's a window right next to him. It's like, whee!
little boop.
A carriage will pick you up tomorrow.
He is gonna send us off into Transylvania.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of supplies in the cabin.
There's one blood bag. There's two blood bags.
Blood bags.
Okay. Well, at least we're not gonna have to see Arthur anymore, I hope.
Back lightly.
Fuck, I say that and immediately we have Arthur lines. We got the first ad coming in, but I think we're just gonna run through it.
You're not bringing your old violin, are you?
Of course I am. Playing that old violin relaxes me.
You will have to walk the last part of the way.
Because of the old violin? What? It's not... My old violin is not allowed on your fancy fucking carriage? What the shit?
Yeah.
No,
Fuck this prof.
The old violin is not getting onto my carriage. Mamma mia, I want new, I want fresh, I want pristine violins on my carriage, only the finest. I want my violins to smell like peach when they get on my carriage, not dusty cobwebs. If I want the dusty cobwebs violin, I'd ask my wife to come along.
What? Where did that come from?
From a cursed place, a dark place.
Let's continue. So we forget about that. It's quite a hike.
Well, I'll manage.
Very well. You do think it's a bit... I do think this is for the best.
Yeah, I mean, he's not considering what she thinks one lick
No.
here in this entire exchange.
You will be completely alone. No distractions.
Just somewhere in the Alps, I guess. I didn't bring a compass. I don't know where the fuck I am. I was driven out here by my giggity old fucking professor, and right now I'm lost.
I think this is a good time to comment on the art style here. I love the art style.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, not obviously, but two reasons why we get this pixel art, this 1D or 2D pixel art style. Number one, this is a point-and-click adventure game, so it draws inspiration or associations to the old Monkey Islands, not Grim Fandango, that was fully 3D, but you know, that genre of gaming from back in the 90s, essentially. And then they add on top this sepia-looking color grading, which I think is safe to say is supposed to make us think of the time period. It's supposed to make us feel like we're looking back into the past, to specifically, you know, the early days of photography, where we generally... I'm not sure that the early days of photography actually had this sepia coloration, but it's what is culturally associated to this sepia coloration. So with this art style, we are drawn to draw comparisons with this game, not only to the era of gaming from which it kind of not spawned, but draws some inspiration, and the era in which it's set, which is a fairly effective way of doing it, and also kind of, I mean, it's a low barrier of entry. Graphical design is usually the big hee-haw of game design. It usually takes a lot of the manpower in game design, and essentially scaling it down to a artistic art style as opposed to a high fidelity art style is probably a good way to go when you're trying to create an artistic piece as opposed to just an entertainment piece. Cabin in the Olds with an older man. I think I've read a book like this. Of course you have, Z. Number one, the old man is not there. So that's a whole other slew of books where there's romance with ghosts instead. Or werewolves. Or vampires. somewhere in the Alps. I think Carmilla takes place somewhere in the Alps.
Right.
Forest. Telephone pole. Well, at least we have telephone pole. We have a pole.
You want to inspect? What do you want to inspect first?
I want to inspect the poles for telephones. Almost there. And just a little bit further. Okay, that's very helpful. Just a few more steps. Okay, last meters. A few. Whew. I have finally arrived. That's it. Arthur's cabin, without any Arthur in it. Oh, Arthur, I hope so much that you're right. An inspiration is waiting for me down there. Down there, up there. Dark clouds hang over the mountains, almost as if they are waiting for something. The wind is growing stronger. I won't be long until the storm is here. I'd better hurry. Path. Hi, Monix! Hope you're doing great. I'm doing fine alive too. Oh, good to hear, bud. Did you clear up the thing? The worst case scenario dengue? The mountains. Let's look at the mountains. It's so peaceful up here. And the dark clouds too. The dark clouds hang over the mountains. Yes, they usually do that. Almost as if they are waiting for something. We already said this. We already spoke of this. I'd better hurry. Path? This path leads from up here to Arthur's cabin. What do you mean up here? Shouldn't it be down there? Or wait. From up here to Arthur's cabin. Is this really down? It feels like up, but...
I think that, like, because the path is, like, probably going down from here, sort of into the...
Yeah, well... It's beside the point, really. It's just me being nitpicky. Looks like a storm is brewing. I might just make it before the rain. For the rain. I'm curious as to the music because the Lion Song, episode 1, Silence. Hope you enjoy your experience with this too, Amonix. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I have hopes that probably not going to be as good as the Freebird games, but I'm expecting something similarly emotional here. I made it just before the rain. Hopefully it will stop soon. A walk up here was exhausting. Oh, phew. How do you say? Phew. Phew. Yeah,
Phew.
I mean, it is, obviously, it's a whew, right? Essentially. Yeah. But, all right, Vilma. It's time to unpack your bag with all the socks. No, my brother came with the socks. My brother... My brother got all the socks. I didn't get any of the socks. My mother never packed any socks for me. He saved it for my brother. Okay,
I only got the bad things.
Yeah. Myself. Paraffin lamp. Cabinet door. Look at the telephone. Or myself. My materials are still in my luggage. Okay. I am exhausted. There should be something to eat in my bag. Well, hopefully there are supplies here. There was supposed to be supplies. Oh, shit. The elements of change? This book is full of formulas. They describe the phenomenon of transformations. Okay. Poetry collection. A poetry book. There are several poems in it. Rilke, Hofsmann Stahl, and other authors. Never read any Rilke. I've heard the name before, though. Let's see. Please pick a poem. Ah, here it is. The Panther. I would no, we're not reading it later. We're not. She mentioned it aloud, the Panther poem. It is a poem by Rainier Maria Rilke. Let's take a look. His vision from the constantly passing bars has grown so weary that it cannot hold anything else. It seems to him there are 1,000 bars, and behind the bars no world. As he paces in cramped circles over and over, the movement of his powerful soft strides is like a ritual dance around a center in which a mighty will stands paralyzed. Only at times the curtain of the pupils lifts quietly, an image enters in, rushes down through the tensed, arrested muscles, plunges into the heart, and is gone. I mean, talking about bars. Behind the bars, no world. There's nothing behind the bars. It's just him pacing. The Panther Association to Confinement, yeah, and there's the arrestment of something wild. And sometimes, once in a blue moon, they may remember what they were before they were. See you soon, Monix. Bye bye. Everything is fine. Yes.
Bye, Monix.
I mean, they mention it out loud, which is a strong indication that the developers or the writers of the game wanted it to be brought forth, but we're playing it a little bit coy. It's essentially the same. We're going to run up into the same sort of area with Signalis that we're going to play. Potentially before, or we'll see, but we should do it during October. Spooktober.
Yeah.
And we also had Tonal Diversity. Tonal Diversity by Professor Arthur Caban. Oh, is that Arthur, is it? I didn't know he had written a book. Okay.
I mean, he is a professor, so.
I suppose. Unfinished composition. The composition is not finished. Letters? A pile of letters addressed to Arthur. Yes, just read his fucking correspondence. I mean, I get it. It's not professional of him to send you without your say-so into his cabin in the woods, but maybe not read his letters? Should I read them? Yes. I don't know. Should we? Yeah. My dear Professor Caban, I would like to congratulate you. I had the honor to listen to a minor concert by your student Wilma Dörfel. Wilma Dörfel in the salon recently. Many of the audience seemed bewildered at first, whom, excuse my expression, you'd have in tow. Read on. There have been so many child prodigies, but this was different. As this young composer's music played, I couldn't quite believe my ears. But soon the strength of her music became clear to all. But at the same time, enlightenment as did mine. My heartiest congratulations. You must be very proud. You have transformed this rough diamond into a brilliant gem. I will be eager to hear her next composition. Until then, be so kind as to send my best regards to your young artist, your friend Gustav. Well, admiration. Professor Caban, I hope you may recall the stimulating discussion we had recently in the salon. My name is Grete Lovnichak, and I'm a frequent visitor here. Some mistake me for a critic. I am not, but I would describe myself rather as an intermediary. I unite creative minds, promote the exchange of ideas in this culturally accelerating time. Like many, I'm a great admirer of your early work. I have been following your initiatives regarding modern music, and the young student who performed for us today is a most promising talent. I hope we could continue our discussions at your convenience, of course. Yours in anticipation, Greta Lavnichak. Oh, I painted them. My dear Arthur, I am writing to you in the knowledge that, like me, you are a great admirer of every kind of art. Sadly, I know you missed a recent exhibition in the salon. The artist was a young man named Franz Marquet. His paintings are very special. Portraits, but none like you have ever seen before. They somehow capture every facet of a person. When I saw them, I immediately thought of you. Luckily, I've managed to acquire one or two of his works. I'd like you to see them and tell me your opinion. To be honest, they remind me of the new music you are pursuing. and they are erotic in a very special way, male and female both. I would be very interested to know what you think of them. Your friend, RM. Okay. There are no sketches here. Oh, we got a achievement for that. They must be in Vienna. Don't read. I mean, we already did. Maybe I will read more later. Cabinet door locked. Okay. Paraffin lamp. The lamp casts a dim light, and the flame dances quietly to and fro. Oh shit! And flares up briefly before subsiding. My violin, my old violin, that I carried up to this fortress up in the Alps, despite the fact that there were only new violins allowed in there. Despite its battered appearance, it has the most beautiful tone. Drawer, dusty, but empty. Have we done it all? I think we have. Outside. It has started to rain. How long will this storm continue? I guess we're opening the snack bag. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Z, you were gonna say older violins have a great tone. Mine's from 1890. Really? Holy shit, dude. That's cool. That's so fucking cool. There's nothing quite like the craftsmanship of the pre-industrial age, you know? The enshittification really started with automation. Like for reals. I'm starving. There should be a sandwich in here somewhere. Is it topless? I only eat topless sandwiches. I'm a depraved, dirty little girl like that.
I only like topless stuff.
A music paper. I only wrap my sandwiches in the finest of music paper. Ah, here it is. It looks like a baked potato, the girl. Or a letter. Who is it from? What do you mean? Did you just whoopsie into a letter that you didn't know was there? Fucking sweet.
Was it wrapped in the letter?
No. It says open upon arrival. Oh shit.
My dear Vilma. I hope you've had a trouble-free journey. I'm sure you have started writing already. Inspired by the beautiful surroundings.
Oh, fuck you. Stop rushing me. I'll write when I'm damn well ready to.
However, I have a confession to make.
Perhaps he has written something about us? Vilma, don't do this to yourself, girl.
No. Before your departure, I started to organize a concert at a Musikverein in Vienna.
Oh, you piece of fucking shit! You gave me a hard deadline, you absolute asshole! Fuck you!
Oh no. I was able to come in. I was able to convince a few illustrious colleagues to offer. I had to call in many favors, but Miss Schoenberg, Mr. Berg, and Mr. Mahler have all.
You cut out there. Didn't get the last bit.
Have all agreed to participate.
Mahler. I vaguely recognize the name Mahler.
Yeah.
Don't know what context. I'm not much of a classical musician. I mean, I get this is the early 20th century. It's not necessarily classical music, but still.
I recognize it too. It will be a glorious evening. And your composition will be the centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
The grand finale.
Look at that face. It's like shit. Oh, the asshole.
Well, imagine it.
Look, this is the kind of behavior you get out of parents that realize that, holy shit, my kid has a talent. I'm gonna live out my dreams of having a talent through the child and just pressuring them into a goddamn wall.
Right, yeah. I understand that this is all very abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I apologize.
You
1,000 apologies. One apology. Two apologies.
No, he doesn't fucking apologize for this. Absolutely not. That is just a thing that he says so we won't catch hell for it.
But now is your time.
Fuck you.
The musicians have started rehearsal next week. The piece must be ready by then.
Fuck you!
In anticipation of your return, Arthur.
Can we just shoot this guy with an old violin?
That'd be nice.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a panic attack. The concert! The 1 week! How is this less pressure?
Yeah,
Arthur,
right?
how could you, you fucking dunce? Oh yeah. The storm is almost here. How am I supposed to write something if I can't go outside? I'm trapped here, with the storm outside, and within me is silence. I mean, your heart is beating. That's a pace. Ah, shit. Yeah, great. Who's that?
Hello?
Oh my fucking god.
Je t'aime nekdo?
What is that? Hungarian?
I have no idea.
Excuse me.
German.
Yes. Da. No. Ja. There we go. Who is this that I'm speaking to? Who is this?
My name is Leonce. Leonce.
I think that would be probably Hungarian and thus Leos. I think.
Oh, Leosh.
I think.
Are you still there?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm just managing my panic attack. Just give me a moment. Yes, yeah.
Amazing. I wonder if, are you close by? Where are you?
Where the fuck are you calling from, bud? Well, where are you calling from?
I'm in southern Bohemia.
Was Bohemia still a thing at this point?
Yes.
That would be, in that case, like Czechoslovakia-ish.
Hmm.
I think.
And you, madam?
Huh. You know, I want to go with that. Seems poetic and frustrated. I mean, the clouds. Very droll.
I never would have dreamed of this. I was told you can speak over long distances. But to actually hear a voice.
Right. The telephone is fairly fresh here at this point.
Yeah.
I think. When did Bell put his patent down for the telephone? Like 1870? 1880-ish? So this would be like, I don't know, 20, 30 years after invention. And imagine having a phone out in a cabin like this. That's actually pretty well off.
Yeah. It's amazing. I can now finally talk to my niece, Nicole.
Sandwich. Stomach makes sandwich noises.
What was that?
What was what?
That noise from just now.
Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, how embarrassing. Meine Gott in Himmel. Oh.
I hear this noise every day. Will my guests come to me with empty bellies?
Are you an innkeeper, Leosh?
I am. Oh, best dumplings in all of Bohemia.
That's French.
I know that I'm doing a French thing here.
Oh, really?
Wonderful when they are fresh out of the pot. With a rich, hearty sauce.
Oh, rumble, rumble. Dumpling noises.
Rumbling. When you cut into one and the steam comes out.
You shut the fuck up, Leosh. please shut the fuck up. Stop, please, you're torturing me.
Ah, in reality, that is even better than this, huh?
What the fuck kind of a conversation is this?
I don't know, but I gotta dig it. It's kinda sweet.
I wish I had some right here now.
Of course you wish that.
You got something for old man's dumplings here, Don? Honey? What?
I apologize. It sounds like you are very hungry. It was a pleasure talking to you, madam. I am very sorry. Where are my manners? I didn't even ask your name.
Well, hypothetically, you probably should have said your name when you lifted the phone, but, you know, we're gonna give some allowances here considering that, you know, the phones are new, so maybe good habits haven't really, you know, been ironed out quite yet. Oh, it's Vilma.
Vilma. Vilma. It was a pleasure to speak with you. Say, do you think we could talk again sometime soon?
Dude, did you just call this number at random?
I think he might have. They gave me a number. 1255.
Do we need to write that down?
I could.
Is
if you
this a
want.
puzzle game?
I'm not saying anything, but I can write it down if you want.
I mean, I am too. Oh, maybe. Oh, you're playing koi now over the phone?
I hope so.
Thank you for your call. Goodbye, Leos. Guten Tag, Leos.
Goodbye, Vilma.
Okay. Time for my sandwich. Is that really it? Looks like a baked potato. Oh, that's a juicy sandwich. Holy shit. Oh, she had sauce on that sandwich. Unfortunately, she is holding it like it's not topless. Because you can't hold a topless sandwich like this. You need to balance.
What if you have a paper on it though? Paper on it. But no, then things will fall off.
Yes, no. You need to be a little bit elegant with a topless sandwich. You can't just fucking munch down on that like one of the barbarians that only eat tops on sandwiches. I may not be a dumpling, but it tastes delicious. I'm so tired. That was just too much for my first day. Jesus Christ. Imagine just, oh, I'm so tired. Dunk. Just. What are you saying,
Outside.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What?
Tell me what the line
What have
is.
we done?
No, it's the sandwich thing.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Outside behind the buildings, the sun is rising. Beside Vilma, someone stirs?
This. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I did call it.
Yep.
That's a bottle, and that's a bottle, and those are shoes, and those are panties, I think, and that's clothes, and that's an Arthur, and that's myself. Fuck. Vilma got some. Yeah, I mean, all the power to Vilma. If it wasn't for the fact that Arthur started just micromanaging her life, wait.
Vilma.
I wanted to. Okay.
Hey, are you awake?
Dude, this.
1 6. 2 6.
Oh, dude, this is not how you do pillow talk. You don't do fucking Count Chocula's pillow talk. No.
You do now.
Apparently. No.
It's late.
I thought the whole point was that it's early. How did we get here? I mean, there are 2 bottles next to the bed. I think that's a pretty good indication how we got there. I was just...
I have to leave.
Wait. Something's wrong. I mean, this is what I wanted, but...
I really have to go. I'm expected at the Institute.
It's your But it is your institute. You had 1 6 years, but what about second?
Yes. Yes, and you are my student.
Yeah.
We should not be together in the first place.
You are correct,
how about
Arthur. I mean, he
Ah,
is
very
correct.
clever.
He is definitely correct, and probably should have been correct before he stuck his dick in it.
I'm wondering though, is this if this is just solely a dream?
Memory, I think.
But no, well, she has said before that nothing has ever happened, but she wants something to happen. So this is probably just a dream, not a
Did
not
she
a memory.
say that?
I think she did.
I don't remember her saying that, but that's not to say that she didn't.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what we
Go on.
are? Okay, this is pretty good design. Student and teacher is just static, right? Secret lovers, the letters are bumping uglies against one another, and that may be the most vulgar way of writing that I've ever seen. Where the letters are just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, the movement of them means something different. I kind of like that. Yeah,
and together it's just, whirly, like it's sort of cotton candy, cloud-esque, the waveform of syncopation, I suppose. So what's the takeaway here? Should we focus on his attempt at distancing us, or the implication of his words? And is it physical or is it emotional?
This is your decision.
Yes, it is, isn't it? I think making a emotional assumption or inference is not, I mean, none of these are healthy answers, I suppose, because it's not a healthy situation. It's a fun situation, sure, maybe a sexy situation, but it's not probably a healthy situation to get into. I don't see how this could, in any way, shape, or form, end up well. Emmanuel Macron is married to his old teacher, I suppose, but generally it doesn't end well. It's more fun to focus on the inference as opposed to the reality, but making the emotional connection is a little bit assumptive, so maybe just secret lovers. Maybe let's take the bumpy answer. Secret lovers. Distant church bells chime the hour.
6 o'clock? I'm already late. I thought we were having 6 o'clock here. No.
Yep. What could be so urgent?
Today I'm getting Schoenberg's contribution. I have to be there. It will be marvelous.
Oh, was it a character reason why you picked a vampire voice for him?
I'm not saying anything.
You're not neither denying or affirming any such thing.
Nope.
Arthur, we should talk.
Imagine the looks on their face when your song is playing.
Unhappy face, twitching arm, and he holds on to her. That. What are you doing?
Imagine what you could be in a year.
Stop! You're hurting me.
The future of music.
Yeah, this is a dream. No! Ow! Arthur! No. Yeah, absolutely dream.
Yep.
Day 2. Uh-huh. You slept like that, did you? You didn't wake up
Yep.
in the middle of the night and go to bed? You just... Okay. It was just a dream. Just a dream. Arthur, I was finally with you, but... Oh yeah, finally with you. There we go. No, I have to write this composition. I want. No, I have to. That is telling. Shit. That is not saying great things as it comes to creativity, though. I absolutely understand the... I understand the conversation. I understand the depiction when art is forced. I cannot say that I'm happy with that being the singular with which a masterpiece is created. The need to create it. I mean, or an external need to create it. Forcing it like this. There absolutely been masterpieces that have been formed under these circumstances. I do not like the normalization of the myth that this is how masterpieces need to be created. Does that make sense?
Yep. I agree.
It is not a healthy way to interact with your own creativity, and it's usually probably a good solid reason why creative people burn out.
Yep.
But how to start? Pick up a pen, maybe. Come on, Vilma, concentrate. And now it got the ugly bumpies on the letters again.
Yep.
You've done this before. Anything could be an inspiration. I mean,
yeah. What do you choose?
Shit, I can't just look at everything. Fuck. Myself.
I mean, you can look at things, but it's just like anything could be an inspiration.
Yeah. I don't want to take inspiration from Arthur. Poetry is not a bad place to seek it. I find that myself is probably the hardest, but also the best step. But then again, inspiration is usually your interaction with something else. Like how you interact with poetry, for example, how you interact with outside. So the outside inspiration is also a window into yourself, which means that the myself is not the only thing that is an internal exploration. What do we have at the moment? Anything could be an inspiration. Oh, well, nothing then. Okay. Let's take a look at the poetry collection. My favorite poem is in here. The Panther by Rainier Maria Rilke. And then here we go. Here's a little curiosity. Now we have actual poetry lyrics in another piece of work. Generally, that is copyrighted. You're not allowed to do that. Now, of course, the older the material get, the odds increase that it's free, that the copyright has become null and void. Still, it's not a good habit to get into, unfortunately. Just saying. I know that I've had to clean my manuscripts free from just song text, lyrics. His gaze against the sweeping of the bars has grown so weary it can hold no more. Oh, we're having notes? To him...
Is that inspiration?
I think the implication is yes, that we caught a bit of inspiration, we found a bit. To him there seems to be 1,000 bars, and behind those 1,000 bars no world. A dark, strong beast trapped in a cage, the sound of a secluded piano behind its silence. That is not quite the poem that we read. Interestingly enough. That's curious.
Is it ever translation?
No. I think it's just added. I think it's hers. Oh shit. And what was that? I can't hear melodies in this din. There are several noises. I can't. A mighty booming. A blood-curdling squealing. A relentless creaking. If only I could block it out. Shit, okay. I mean, this seems urgent.
Yeah. But it's also sounding like...
Oh, did we lose inspiration there? The wind rattles the cabin. The beam creaks. The fibers in the wood bend and snap. The noise blurs, it fades away. Oh, there was some music there. This is interesting. So what, we're building the thing?
I think we are, yeah.
Curious now. Elements of change then, I think. Oh, shit. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That is an actual hate chat. And thus, perhaps you. When the options are rattling like that.
I don't actually know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's another dark little tone. The lamp. The wind shaking the cabin makes its way. The squeaking noise gets under her skin. It's back again. Always audible when it isn't, even when it isn't. I can block it out, I know I can. The noise slowly fades, blurs, dissolves, and is gone. Oh. For a split second, a melody can be heard, but it vanishes instantly. Damn it! Gott in Himmel. Okay. There's nothing else that's critical. I think we should bring out the chemistry book. Elements of change. I can't hear melodies in this din. There is one noise left. I can't. The mighty booming. Can only create melodies if I have silence. Okay, that brings us into the nomenclature of this episode, silence. The absence of a thing. This is a poetic symbol, right? Creation can only happen in the absence of something else. That is not quite true, but it's certainly an evocative statement. This notion that, I mean, we know that the cosmos wants to fill the void. It wants to fill the gap between things, whether or not it's the gap between galaxies, between the universe, or just the gaps in a glass bottle in a vacuum. Things want to matter wants to fill. And if you create a vacuum, you're going to have to put in a lot of work so that the world just doesn't fill that in some way, shape, or form. And using that as an evocation of artistic creation, that artistic creation can only happen when there is nothing there. I don't believe that is necessarily true. I think creation is at least just as often, if not more so, a redistribution of what is already there. I mean, otherwise, why is she looking for inspiration? If creation only happens in a vacuum, she should essentially get into a sensory deprivation chamber, which I guess is she's technically aiming to do. But I'm not sure that mentality is, again, a necessarily a healthy way to be creative. I don't think that's... I mean, it could. I mean, there's no wrong way to do it necessarily, but if you think that the rest of the world is that there's no inspiration and no creativity to find in the chaos of the world that you live in, I think it might help if you realign your perception of that chaos. I think, potentially. Perhaps I can silence the noise, block them out. I have to try. I think it's outside, right? That's the next one, isn't it?
Okay.
Is there anything else here? No? I think it is outside, that's the problem here, right?
It's not the cabins things?
Can't really...
No drawer.
Can't really cabin much else.
Okay, well then...
In the valley the storm rages. With all this howling wind, pounding rain, how can I concentrate? Perhaps I can block out the noise of the storm. What was that? Oh, left the room. The storm booms overhead. The rain and the wind are so loud. I'm glad I don't have to be out there. Okay, what do we have that's wibbly wobbly? Okay, what is the noise being made by? It's kind of storm. Each drop of water falls from so far above. Forming quietly, the droplets whooshes downward, falling at last to earth, thundering on leaves, grass, and stones. From there to my ears, the sound blurs and fades away. Something. And suddenly it is quieter. And now we're talking about whatever swooshes forest. Something shimmers between the trees. You have to look very closely to see it, but you can tell that it is there. A melody hidden between the layers of music. Ba-doo! Okay. The poles then. The other poles. You can't tell from here where the telephone lines go. I mean, probably to this cabin, let's hope. That's strange. Why does Arthur have flowers here? Probably to charm young women. Mountains. The mountains loom high above me. Vienna is somewhere beyond the mountains. Home is even farther. Rain. Clouds still roil in the sky. It doesn't look like as if the storm will be over anytime soon. Are we done here?
Was there
Swath?
something else? Was like slew
Yeah.
or something?
Swaths. Swath.
Swath.
The path I came here by leads to a mountain pass. I think we're done now. I think we did all the things
Okay.
here. Finally, I can start writing. Oh my fucking god. Ooh,
Hmm?
shit. I mean, so this is essentially you're sitting there, you finally got to pick up the pen, you're finally started writing, and the phone rings.
But you never know what kind of inspiration might come from it.
No, you are correct. And I mean, it's probably not going to be a call center salesman, right? It's probably not going to be some sort of an algorithmic voice asking you to extend your car insurance.
True.
Fine. Hello?
Oh, Velma. Velma? It is me, Leoch. You remember me, yes?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why are you calling?
Well, to be honest, I wanted to hear your voice again.
I think that counts as harassment.
Well, I mean, you just wanted to talk to her. That doesn't mean that has to be harassment.
No, it doesn't have
The
to
last
be.
time we talked about... What, sorry?
It doesn't have to be. Anything can be harassment legally.
Last time we talked about me, my niece, and about my dumplings. But I never asked about you. That was rude of me.
You wanted to hear my voice. Why? That was god awful. You wanted to hear... Ah, fuck, I'm losing it. You take the German out of the Coast Guard. There we go. You wanted to hear my voice. Why?
It feels good to hear your voice. It reminds me of someone.
Of your niece?
Nicole, yes. Some years ago, my sister and her husband asked me...
I lost you in the last bit there, but...
Some years ago, my sister and her husband asked me to look after her. They travel much of the year. But I do not believe she is strong enough to join them. and I try to look after her, but
Are they traveling clowns or what?
I guess maybe
But where is she now? What happened?
I just couldn't manage. I mean, I love her. We were very close. But running the inn and taking care of her, I couldn't do both at the same time.
What the fuck did you do to her?
So I sent her back to her parents in Vienna. I think things are better this way.
Is it better for her? Yeah, let's bring this up. Let's bring up the perspective of the actual people involved. And is it better for her then?
I'm not sure. I'd like to think so, yes?
Mm-hmm. Did you ask her? Do you miss Nicole?
Yes. She is like a daughter to me.
And you just... So, who looks after Nicole while her parents travel?
A governess, I think.
He thinks. Also, chat, I realize that this accent is going all over the fucking place. Dude.
What?
My accent. I have a hard time nailing down
yours.
the German.
A certain Frau Schwull. I don't know her.
There we go. But why don't you call Nicole?
I want to. That's the very reason why I got this machine. And then, well, you picked up.
Well, this... No, you can't just lift the phone and expect to hear from the person that you want to speak to. You need to direct the call.
Well, again, you're new to this.
Yeah, I guess.
But I'm not completely sure it's a good idea.
To talk to me?
Oh, no.
Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! And ha! Und ha!
No. No, to call Nicole.
I got an achievement, a joke among friends, confuse Leosh. Just, what?
Huh? I want to. But, what do you think?
If you don't, you might regret it. Every hour, minute, second that passes, keeping your feelings from someone you love is something you may regret later. It's almost French. Fuck, I'm missing it. I'm losing it.
Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I can make it up to her somehow. But enough about me.
I need to get to
Mon
work.
ami.
Leosh. please.
What about you? Do you have family? What is your profession?
Shit. Profession is where we're at, really, right? Well, we did start with a family. You know what? We're not gonna find inspiration in our profession. But we might find it in our family.
Okay.
My family? Yeah, let's go with the brother. My parents are loving and kind, and love socks, by the way. It doesn't really add anything, but I have a younger brother, Otto. That may be a little bit more interesting. I am unmarried. Don't just open with that when strange older men call you on the phone. I have a younger brother, Otto. He always thinks he has something to prove. Always in search for a new adventure. Always a little bit annoying. Little brothers. Fuck, I guess we're going here then. My parents are loving and kind. Und kind. They've always supported me, especially my father. He introduced me to music.
Oh, you are a musician?
Musician! Well, I am unmarried. I lived my whole life with my parents until I went to study in Vienna. I haven't given a moment's thought to marriage or starting my own family. Music is my life. It consumes me. Unusual for a woman my age, don't you think?
Unusual for a woman of any age?
Okay, it's the early 20th century, people. We do what we do. For a moment, she hears a melody. Ooh. Wait, what was that?
What?
I thought I heard something.
You heard something just now.
No, I did.
What did you hear?
Melody.
I don't understand.
Oh, can you do it again?
Do what again?
Don't say anything. Shut up! Could you do that? Start saying something and then pause. I don't think. I mean, don't say anything is funny,
Well,
but it's also really fucking rude. Okay, so start saying something and then pause. Maybe that the melody fills in the words, right? It fills in the gaps, the silence.
Hmm?
Start saying something and then pause.
Yes,
No, that wasn't it. Just do it again. Keep talking then? And keep talking.
fine, I am talking to you, Vilma.
Very helpful, you dumbass.
I will try to keep going, but I don't know what to talk about, so... should I perhaps tell you about my dumplings again?
I told you something about me. About my family. My profession.
Yes, you are a musician.
Yeah, that's it.
What?
The melody. I can hear a melody.
Well, quick, write it
I'm
down.
not sure that's how that works, but okay. Yes. Goodbye. Right.
Right.
The notes disappear. Fuck! Oh no, I nearly had it. You need to give the melody some time. It is quiet. Well, isn't that what we were looking for? And suddenly she hears the sound of his voice again. Thank you. Danke, Leos. I can barely keep my eyes open. We just woke up.
She's an artiste.
Fucking hell.
Boom. Here we go again.
To get a bed in here. Oh,
Oh.
Heck. Okay. It's cold. In bed. Welcome to Amsterdam's most luxurious youth hostel. There is no bathroom upstairs, nor anyone around. if there is a fire, either to the faulty wiring or the fire workshop upstairs, you will be incinerated, along with all the valuables stored up your anus.
Is that from something?
Yes, it most certainly is. 3 cheers for anyone who can catch that. Where am I? Rain? Avel? Why? Why can't I move? Oh god! Oh, oof! We're big oof fans here. Oof!
Yeah.
I can't move. I'm paralyzed. Stones. 6 and stones, cake monster. Even if I could move, I could not climb up them. If water keeps rising at this pace, I will drown. Yeah, feeling like you're drowning. You're locked into a place and you feel like drowning. This is fucking a panic attack, right? This is a panic nightmare. Pretty locked in.
It's rising.
No shit. Oh fuck. That's bad. Right. Okay. The rain. The water is rising. My feet, the mud grips them like dead hands. I've got to get out of here. Hello. Dude, the water's rising.
Hello. Is someone down there?
Oh, help me.
Is anyone down there?
Yes, down there.
The rain is too loud. I can't hear you.
It gets me out of here.
Can you climb up?
No! My feet are stuck in the mud.
How did you get down there?
I must have fallen in.
Don't panic. It's a difficult problem.
The water is rising. Please do something.
The stones are slippery. I don't want to fall in. Wait here, Vilma. I'll try to get help.
How do you know my name?
I can't hear you. I will try to find help.
Arthur? And then we drown. All according to Kikaku.
Yep.
The storm has gotten worse. Day 3. You know what? We got a second ad break coming up. And we should probably take that.
Yep,
You
I
see,
agree.
stretch our legs, cycle off fluids, you know, do the whole thing. So we're going to take a little 3-minute breaker. A little over 3 minutes probably. Please don't go anywhere. Well, I mean, cycle your fluids, take care of yourselves. But, you know, don't disappear, don't evaporate, as it were. If you don't get ads, well, lucky you. You're going to get a sweet little ditty by that Somac Daddy. And, well, we'll be right back with more of this cursed creation process. So, see you all soon, chat. Please don't go anywhere.
Bye-bye.
Welcome viewers, take a seat. You never know who you'll meet. Stay a bit and have a read. Let J.P.S take the lead. Whether it's my books or one of my poems or games and story, you've come for glory.
Let us dissect this plot. Let us discuss the protagonist. And if we can't cope with it, Skeeta I did blow scopa.
And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism.
Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or 3.
Thanks for the song, Mac Daddy.
Let me rate your game's toilet. Is there light and TP? Crowbar smashes TNT. Why do all these bottles scare me? Signalist is in demand. See me return to the Oberdin. Take Max Payne by the hand and catch me in Morrowind. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or 3. This is the break song just for me.
Have you seen luck like mine? They say my books are quite fine. Forks on forks to boggle the mind. Sly like a fox, check out the last box. And not to mention hope, love and loss, and just released by me. Check out my latest book, Patchwork Sovereignty. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a
make for me.
And we're back, chat. No, well, there we go. There we go. All right. Well, so Finnick, I think you had something for us.
Huh?
Huh? I heard that a funny thing
What
happened.
did you say? Oh yeah, funny thing happened. I'm just gonna have a quick little funny thing happen now because I want us to continue with this game. So I reminisced the other day about also a creative process that I was a part of in 2012 when I was a part of the Lovewell Institute for the Creative Arts, which is, maybe I've talked about that before, but it's a camp essentially where you go for 3 weeks and you write a musical together with like 30 other people as a teenager. And it is a lot of fun. But 2012 was a year where we had a lot of expectations on us because the year before that, there was a musical that just came out about Leonardo da Vinci, which was like apparently like very good. And we're like, oh shit, this year we're gonna write something like great, this year. So we started the sort of brainstorming circle, and pitching ideas. A lot of us, like I pitched like I think an idea about like what if we were to write a musical about like Troy, the Trojan War, for example. That was my pitch. It wasn't a very good pitch, but still. And then someone says, well, I just heard something about Jack the Ripper. That I read something about. Wouldn't that be a cool story? And everyone goes, yes. Because here's the thing. We are 16 years old at this point. We're edgy. We want something like dark and scary, stuff like that. And so, over the course of 2 days, we script out, but it's like we plan us like, okay, we're gonna write an entire musical about Jack the Ripper and his murders and how he murdered women. Some were prostitutes, some were not. And I will never forget the funny thing that happened here is the fact that like when we were casting people, so I wanted to, I wanted to be like, I want to be an editor-in-chief as the London Times, to sort of, because I was into journalism at that point. But then they were like, so like, and then it's like, okay, so we need people who want to be, the women. Everyone's like, yes, me, I want to be a prostitute. I want to die.
Edgy 16-year-olds.
As 16-year-olds, yes. And it was just like so interesting that like everyone just put up their hands up. It was like, I want to be a prostitute or a street worker. And we did like a musical about Jack the Ripper, and honestly, it is still considered to be one of the best things that Lovewell, who has existed for like 40-50 years, has done. Because of the dark tones, because of the music, there was a lot of like organs and like church bells, like big, like the big band in the background, sort of. And it was actually done so like it was so well received that they actually sort of put it up in Ohio. We wrote it in Sweden. They put it up in Ohio as like a church, like not a church thing, but like as a school play kind of a thing.
It was so well received that they put it up in Ohio. Sorry, that is funny. That is just objectively funny.
No, that is sort of funny, yeah. Ohio school, something like that.
They put it up in Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. No, but that's the thing. Here's the thing. If any Lovewell show was, you did put it up in Ohio. That was like because there was a school that had sort of a you could buy the rights for the musical, so they would get the songs and everything. So all of the songs are on SoundCloud, and those like versions of those songs are fucking amazing.
Good enough for Ohio.
Yeah, good enough for Ohio. But I just remember exactly the song that I wrote, Let's Make Him a Monster. How sort of BBS sort of portrayed Jack the Ripper, I guess, in a way. It's just so cool because in a new version, it's like the music is made out of like, the things you might find in that journalism, like typewriters. It's like like that. It was great. It was just which is what division I had of it I wrote it. We didn't get that at that point, but in the later versions of it we did. Anyway, that was my funny thing happened that I was ready.
Well, in that case, let's go. Alan Zihu, day 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, here we are. She's looking haggard. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you just
tired.
when you just spend the entire day at your desk and just fall asleep on top of it. Oh, poor girl. Poor Vilma. Just a dream. This is all too much. If only I could leave. Just fucking walk out. No. I must finish this piece. I owe it to everyone. The melody. It's right on the tip of my brain. So, where is that exactly? Where's the tip of your brain?
Frontal lobe?
No. Vilma, concentrate. Huh? Another noise? Tick. What was that? Tock. Oh no, not something else. Oh my god, you're procrastinating, Vilma. What is that? Drawers? Cabinets? That's locked. The noise is coming from in there. Oh, it is. Shit.
Oh.
I must find a way to get in there. Where could I have hidden the key? Maybe I should take a look at the flower pot outside. Or the drawers. This ticking noise won't let me focus on the melodies. I can't hear melodies in this din. Oh my god.
Okay, so I think we need to go out.
Yeah, fine.
So many distractions.
Yeah, she's focusing more on the distractions than the work. So, I would argue this is procrastination. Oh, I can't work with this din. Oh, there's so many noises. I can't hear the music. You're like, maybe stop. I mean, sure, maybe this is a whole, neuro... What do we call it? Neurodivergent and neurotypical? I think those are the terms. Maybe it falls into some sort of a category there on how you process thoughts, but... Sometimes I feel like people are just actively focusing on the things that, or almost generating obstacles in their way, rather than just, okay, I need to do this thing. Fuck the obstacles. Like, oh, I can't do it because A, B, or C are in my way. Like, why are they in your way? They're in your way because you've decided that they're in your way.
I mean...
why did Otto leave flowers on the porch? Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just like... I have a hard time for me, like, to just set myself into their worldview, like, if it actually is something that, like, that might be very difficult with some certain kind of noises. But again, I don't, like...
No, yeah, I mean, the brain works in mysterious ways, right? There are plenty of different ways as to how a brain works. And just the existence of the definitions of neurotypical and neurodivergent, it's not a... I think that it's not a biological definition so much as it is a societal definition. That the neurotypical way that the brain and the neurosystem works is what our Western hyper-capitalized society has decided that this is the way that it should work, or rather, this is the function of the neurosystem that fits into the society that we have created, and all the other ones, well, fuck them, I guess, right? As opposed to a typical way and a divergent way. It's just different ways. There's nothing in biology that says that this is the correct way. There are plenty of things in biology that are wonky, right? Or just varying to some degree or other. But there's also, I believe there's at least a philosophical component to putting focus on the obstacles as opposed to the process. And I don't think that's necessarily a neurological definition. It's also a procrastination decision, right? Oh, I can't work like this because it's too dusty in here. Oh, I can't work like this because the lighting is all wrong. You're finding reasons why things are not going easy for you in the process. And shit, the creative process is hard. There's plenty of times where, I mean, I procrastinate a whole hell of a lot. I never have a cleaner house than when I have problems writing. I never take as many walks as when I have problems writing. Definitely, there's absolutely a component to that. But there is a difference between... Oh!
That's what I appreciate about you.
Hello, Cryptics! Thank you so much for the resub! Oh, you're so
Hey!
close, dude. You're fucking peaking here, bud. Dude, you're crowning. 8 months? So close, bud. Welcome in, buddy. And thank you for the resub. Oh, shit. It's almost a baby's length? Or I mean, I guess I could say it's a pregaginate length to it. But yeah, I think that there is a mindset component to this. That is a philosophical component to it. Not just that, oh, I'm procrastinating, oh, there are things in my way, I cannot work like this. Use the procrastination instead as a part of the process to get yourself working. It's,
Maybe. Yeah.
Again, there are no right or wrong ways to produce art, definitely. But I've heard a lot of people talk about the creative process in ways where they try to explain why it's impossible to them. Or at least they present reasons why it's impossible to them. And sometimes I find that those reasons, to me at least, they sound like obstacles, sure, but not enough that we would make it impossible. Like, oh, it's too noisy in here. Dude, it's raining outside? What do you mean it's too noisy? I don't know. Again,
yeah.
maybe it's the quote-unquote neurotypical way of looking at things, or it's one neurological way of looking at things, but I do also believe that there's habit in that, philosophy components in that. That some people like to see obstacles in their way rather than solutions. And I believe that can sometimes be part of it. And especially in circumstances like Vilma is in here, right? She has a lot of pressure on her. She is having anxiety nightmares. She's sleeping at her desk. We've seen her eat one sandwich over the course of 2 days. It is easy under these circumstances to try to explain why I cannot work like I used to. Supposedly she has created great works before, and now she's forced into a position where she has to create something new. And I absolutely understand the psychology behind, oh shit, I cannot force it. If I cannot force it, and if I cannot produce it, if the problem is with me, then that would undermine not just my own definition of me being a musician or a composer, but also my surroundings, my author's expectations of me as a composer. So it is easier than to, well, it's the rain's fault, it's the storm's fault, it's the fucking beam's fault, it's the clock's fault. But I guess technically she is finding inspiration slowly, bit by bit, in overcoming these obstacles too, so... Oh, here is a key, and a melody too. Odd, very odd. Let's get in there.
Okay, let's see what...
Oh, it's a fucking pocket watch. It's a worn letter and sketches. I've got it. The ticks of the old watch shatter in her imagination. The fragments dissolve and gradually fade into silence.
I mean, we have something else here.
Yeah, plenty of other, well, 2 other things. Arthur must have had a reason to lock this letter away. Really, I mean, we've already... in for a penny, in for a pound, we've already read his correspondence. My beloved Arthur. Oh no, it's a mistress. Oh, the fucking asshole. I can hardly wait to see you again. My memory of your last visit still hangs in the air, like a note that, after the orchestra has already finished, lingers on. It fills me with dreams, feelings, and longings for you. Yeah, let's put some relish on our anguish, shall we? Sometimes I want to get away from Vienna. I want to travel with you across Europe and farther. With every year one senses what was fine in the city, what was worthwhile and grand now ebbing away. The voices all sound the same these days, just echoes from a better time long past. Vienna is losing itself, but the city, its people, they don't care. They see to it that things keep on as they are instead of doing something about it. I don't want to stand by and watch. I hear Berlin is the future. Ooh. Uh-huh. Full of beauty and hope. Yeah, and the Aryan race too. Shit. Arthur's mistress is a future Nazi? Fuck. Let's go there sometime. What do you think? Please tell me soon. Was she as well rejected from art school? She's getting there. If she can't get this composition in line.
Yeah, she might.
Yeah, she might. Yours, Grete. Another one. Arthur. Dude, stop. Look, okay. I'm not here to kink shame. Absolutely not. I get the whole thing. Dynamic. Look, I understand that it's a trope. I understand that it happens. Except for Macron and his old lady. I have never heard of it actually having a quote-unquote happy ending, okay? So maybe divest yourself a little bit emotionally from it. Maybe. Let's look at the sketches. Oh, they're very horny sketches. Several figures are drawn in a chaotic style. Many facets of the same person. Oh, these are the self-portraits, are they? Maybe.
Oh.
Ooh, a melody formed of multiple facets. Oh, we're getting there. Let's see. The harmonic framework of the song is still missing. Another melody could improve this song even further. Okay. Letters, unfinished composition, music sheets. I don't want to... Look, I really don't want to draw inspiration from his fucking book.
But what about his music sheets?
Even worse. See, Cryptics, have you ever heard of a game called The Novelist, J.P.S? No, I have not. I have not. However, I did look up the game that Chromatic... No. What was it? It wasn't Chromaticles, was it? Oh, the bud that came in. No, the bud that came in there. Thursday? Mentioned Look Outside, and I think that's going to be our Spooktober game. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it looked interesting. Interesting game.
Where's me drink?
Hi Shay. Cheers. Interesting game about the life of a novelist. Oh fuck, I'd had notes, wouldn't I? I think I would have notes. And yeah, there comes the stretchies. I knew it. Here we go. Everyone get out of your fucking chairs. Let's get some stretches in here. Hi, Shay. Welcome in. Can we get a little bit of a shout out for Trash Panda Shay, who has proceeded into the process of sorting her internet out. So maybe we're going to get some more Shay out here.
Nice.
Into the world. Yeah, it would be nice. And then at such a time, I'm going to have to lock down Shay for some more Don't Starve Together, because holy shit, that was fun. I mean, that's why I would mention it. Yeah, right, Cryptics. I mean, it's essentially the same problem as with LOL. How's it going? It's going well, Shay. Came back today from a little visit with the pups, or the pupper, singular, and he's so fucking big. It's obscene. And unfortunately, he had a little bit of thing with his paw. He had a little shoulder thing, I think. I don't know really what it was, but he got a little hurtsy. Well, at least he has occasional pain in it. Well, hopefully it's just some sort of an overexertion thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, he doesn't stretch, right? He doesn't have Hugh Shea to come in here to tell us to stretch. So here's to hoping that Trash Panda Shay is going to be back on the airways soon. Have you heard anything about the delivery of the... did you get a Starlink, really? Oh, shit. Shittles. Because boy, oh boy, I know one little community that's going to be getting absolutely bananas when you finally get back up. Yeah? So when's the delivery date on that? When can we expect you to grace Twitch once more with mommy voice. The fabled mommy voice. Should be shipped out on Monday. Well, here's the fucking hoping. Ooh. Ow. Shit, shoulders. So hopefully next week.
Nice.
Well, here's the fucking hoping. Here's the hoping. So yeah, everyone should go check out Trash Panache in preparation for next week when we might get more streaming out of you. Well, mommy voice might change a little. Oh yeah, it's gonna progress. How do you?
It's gonna
improve?
evolve. It's gonna adapt.
Oh no, mommy voice is evolving.
It's
What
what would be the
turn into?
evolution of that then?
Yeah, I don't know what the evolution of mommy voice would become. Like school mistress voice,
Librarian?
librarian voice. Huh. I mean, the obvious evolution of mommy voice would be grandmammy voice, but I'm not sure that the audience is the same for it, really.
Depends.
Yeah, I guess it does depend. It may
It very
awaken
much
things.
depends. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Might start a whole new trend.
I felt like I needed some voice training, so it didn't seem so breathy. I think breathy might be part of the draw there. Oh, okay, what do we have? Right, this thing that I'm not supposed to do with the left leg yet. I don't dare. My Achilles is still acting a little funky, unfortunately. Oh.
It's still acting? Oh,
my
wow.
Achilles heel, yeah.
You should take a stop to that. You know, the acting and the arts, they never pay.
I should tell my Achilles heel to go back to school and get a haircut, get a real job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I should. Fucking liberal arts student Achilles heel looking motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh, the glutes.
God.
Oh, the glutes.
The glutes, not the glutes.
The glutes. Oof. Right, not the left leg, sorry. And then the absolute best one. You never get to see this one. So, feet next to one another, straight legs, bend over. Yes, that thing, the thing. Do the thing, bend over. And usually stand on your toes or stand on your hands. I can't really do that right now with the Achilles, so instead I'm grabbing the back of the tendons, back of the legs, and arcing your back and just pulling, and it feels real fucking good. Oh, especially when you've been sitting in a chair for a while, hunched over, or just or just clenched, like you usually do when you sit in front of the computer. Oh, that feels good. Stretching out the shoulder blades. Well, there we go. Let's get back to the Lion Song and poor Vilma Dörfel. See what she can get up to. We want more inspiration, and let's. Did we grab the chemistry book? I don't think we did, actually. The state that is to be preserved during a transformation can be recovered by applying another transformation. Interesting. Ooh, the transformations over the course of a piece of music. Can one prolong an emotion through variation? Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably. Variation from a fast tempo to a slow tempo. Maybe if I... Yes, yeah, I'm doing it. That's wonderful. Well, we're getting there.
Okay, we need more. More inspiration. More.
Myself?
More.
You have done this before. Fuck, I guess tonal diversity. Arthur writes here about a phenomenon he calls tonal diversity. By building certain relationships between the notes, the same note can suddenly sound quite different when heard again. It seems as if Arthur is talking to her directly. Oh no, not Count Chocula again. His writing is so clear, so similar to the way he speaks. Oh yeah? Talks about one tonal diversity.
Two tonal diversity.
She imagines him lecturing his students. He pauses not once, but many. Not once! Not twice!
But twice! Not thrice!
He turns to her and smiles. Vilma focuses on. Aurelia, is that what she's doing now? Oh shit. His intentional, unhurried actions, the pleasurable surprise every time it happens. Wait, what happened? What happens? Are you rubbing one out during lecture time? You know what? Yeah, sure. The pleasurable surprise every time it happens. Arthur's pauses are never exactly when you would expect them. You can feel each one coming. Uh-huh. You don't know when. You don't know when. You don't know when. You don't know where. But something delightful is about to happen. You know it will come. Did you? I bet nobody here remembers that. That is a line taken from not Colin Powell, Dick Cheney, during the Second Iraq War, and he's trying to motivate why they invaded Iraq with saying, "I don't know when, I don't know where, but something terrible is about to happen," as a way of just saying, "Oh, we're gonna have more terror attacks unless we go and invade a foreign country." Which turned out to be bullshit, but again, it was Dick Cheney, you know. He was one of the horsemen of the apocalypse back then. Of course, the overtone windows moved since then, since the early 2000s. I get it. It's been 20 years, but still, it's a really fucking funny line.
Cryptics. It's not bad if you rub one out during lecture if you're a teacher. It also depends on where in the classroom you are seated. If you're sitting in the front row, where like everyone can sort of see you, nah. If you're sitting far in the back, maybe.
As a former teacher, I would like to object to most of what you just said. It is definitely, I agree that it is bad if the teacher rubs one out during class, yes. I would like to posit, you know, just put it out there for class to discuss, but I would like to suggest that it may in fact be a bad thing if anyone rubs a one out during class.
True.
Yes, please, let's conclude that that is true. Please.
Yeah, okay, let's conclude with that one. Let's move on.
You don't know when, but you know. You don't know when, you don't know where, but something delightful is about to happen. Right? He delays it, stretches it out until final. My god, this is horny.
Yeah.
When I'm almost giving up waiting. Holy shit. He's edging her with his poses? Wow.
Jesus.
Sex was different 100 years ago. Shit. It sounds fun. I don't He pauses, turns and smiles. I'm gonna write that down, girl. Yeah, there we go. Vilma tries to incorporate these pauses in the piece. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, someone said, I think it was Mozart, said something along the line that music is not the notes, music is in the silence between the notes. Which is not an irrelevant thing to state, even though it is a little bit hyperbolic.
That's, I mean, as I'm writing my my article right now about my method, like, and I have to sort of explain what transmedia is. It was a book that I read where they talk about, well, music is not in every single individual. It's what happens between the notes and relationship between the notes.
Yeah.
Same can be said for transmedia.
Yeah. I mean, one could go as far as saying that that's writing as well. It's not necessarily the words that are on the page. It is the words that are not on the page, as it were. I mean, that sounds also weirdly hyperbolic, but then we're talking about what I usually call organic storytelling, the inferences, what is not being said, and we do point it out on occasion here. We actually kind of pointed it out in the beginning, right? Not just what is on the page, but what is inferred to not be on the page, along with what is. The negative spaces of writing, or the negative spaces of music, whatever the hell we might look at. And I guess the third day is over. I can barely keep my eyes open. I can barely keep my eyes open. Maybe I should sleep. Go to bed. But I don't have enough time. Go to sleep. I will get up earlier tomorrow.
Yeah,
To
in
give
that
you
case,
more
that's a
time.
better one.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
look, it's. I'm okay. Sure, the creative process may gain something in the fever dream of sleep deprivation. Do that once and then go to fucking sleep and get back to it with fresh eyes. Don't sleep deprive yourself just for creation's sake. Don't do that. Go to bed. Oh god.
No.
Yeah, and of course you're gonna have another anxiety dream. You're sleeping on your desk.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah, this is a dream, isn't it? Hello? Leosh? This is me. This is interesting. Or at least the color coding. Well, maybe that doesn't matter when you're picking. Do you want to do this?
Yeah. Good evening, Vilma.
What do you want? Oh shit. Okay, number one. Funny that you should ask me that, I suppose.
Funny you should ask that.
What do you want? Yeah, there we go.
Have you ever thought about what you want?
Want to be with Arthur. Oh shit. Let's not devolve an aspiring, ambitious artist to just you know what? Actually, I'd just like to be a mistress. I want to go home. No, let's just be successful. Fuck. That's just gonna drive her further down this hole, though. Yeah. Let's dare to be ambitious, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be successful.
That is more like it. At last, we are talking about what you want. I believe you can be successful.
This is exceptionally Freudian, isn't it? This is essentially the
Yeah.
id calling her up in the dreams like, hey, I'm just sending you messages. Have you not been picking up on my nightmares? Well, okay then. Let's just have a fucking conversation because you're obviously too fucking thick to put down anything more nuanced. Let's go.
I mean, it's a very Jungian shadow here as well, so.
Yep. Actually, oh, her hairdo is flipped. That's actually nice. Games don't usually do that. They usually mirror it instead of turning it around, you know? I like
Right,
that.
yeah,
That's
you're
good.
right.
That's good.
But what are you going to do to achieve that success?
I don't know, go to bed and have a proper night's sleep would be nice. Let's see your cryptics. I mean, how else are you gonna make money without being a mistress? I was about to posit that, hey, I've been able to make money without being someone's mistress, but then I realized that I'm not really making money, so I don't know if that's true. Maybe I should shut up. I will write music. I can finish this piece. I don't know. I will do whatever. Oh no, let's not do a Faustian bargain with our id. I will write music. Is what we do.
Yep.
I'll do what I do best. I'll write music.
Good. Well, you had better get back to work then.
I wish my id could tell me to go have a nap. That's what I want.
Yeah. Vienna deserves to hear your music.
Oh, she's gonna die here, isn't she? I think Vilma might not get off this mountain.
No, exactly. The Lion song was
Yeah.
that was a short one.
It's a magnum opus, right? Day 4. The storm. It's here! Oh no, 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 no! This is one hell of a storm, to be fair. I won't be able to finish. Why? I can't write like this. Oh. I cannot think clearly. I cannot let my fears control me. Maybe I can block them out. I have to try. But maybe I won't be able to hear the music anymore. Okay, so that's actually... she is picking up on something fundamental to the creative process. This balancing act between listening to the world around you and getting distracted by the world around you, right? Most creative works are in some way, shape, or form a reflection of what you engage with around you in the world. Whether it's work, family, geopolitics, the economy, paying bills, paying rent, whatever the hell it might be, your love life for that matter. And those things could either be distractions from your work or inspirations for your work. And either separating those two or understanding what is what, or even transforming a distraction into an inspiration, great part of actually being able to produce material. So this fear that Vilma here is portraying, how do you know which is which? Or if the labor of silencing one also silences the other, is actually a fairly real concern within the creative process. That was not a comment on the artist, by the way, I should say, but on the society. Yeah, I mean, yeah, cryptic, I mean, yes, whoring out is the only, essentially kinda, except for when you become a successful creative, kinda the only way to make money in this day and age. You whore out your time, you whore out your body, may not be sexual, but someone else is buying your life at some pace or for some nickel. Whether or not you're applying comfort to bed sheets, or if you are just laboring away at a desk or a plant or whatever the hell, it is, in a philosophical sense, prostitution. So long as it's not your own work that you're selling or your own work that you're drawing sustenance from. Like being, well, like running your own business or, you know, creating things of your own. And the absolute vast majority of people upon this earth are involved in that kind of prostitution. In some way, shape, or form. I certainly am. I'm selling my time and my labor. Most people are.
Yeah.
And I think it would behoove us to realign our perception on gainful employment to viewing it through that lens. Not necessarily to demonize prostitution. It's just another labor, I think. But to denormalize the glorification of that kind of prostitution. Like, why is it fundamentally right and correct to sell your life to the highest bidder? I don't think there's anything fundamentally correct about that. It's not necessarily gainful for society either. I mean, most companies are not to the benefit of society or the environment or the world around us, right? Most of them are just, you know, heaving shit into the cyclical cesspool that is the economy. And decoupling that understanding of gainful employment, I think, would be a good thing for us. Try to block out the voices of fear and angst. You know what? Let them stay. I mean, fear and angst are components to art. Just look at this fucking game, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking let him stay. Let him be here. Let him be in the piece. Write him in.
Alright.
No, it's too risky. I have to find another way to calm down. Go outside and dance in the rain. The storm, the thunder, the lightning. Very, very frightening. Can I block them out? Go away! No. It doesn't work this time. Just go outside. No, okay, she's just panicking. Okay, panic attacking. You know what? Violin. Arthur will never talk to me again. Just fuck. Dude, set fire to the. Just cleanse it with fire. I will have to leave Vienna. Oh shit. This is not what I was talking about. Be there. Please be there. Leosh. What was the number he told me? I wrote it down. 12.
1255.
Yeah. Please be there. Please be there. Please be there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, thank God, Leosh, you're here.
Vilma, is that you?
Oh God, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, calm down, calm down. What is it?
It is all too much.
What is that?
Thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. Real thunder this time, not my stomach. Not my kleine stomach. The storm is here. I'm so afraid.
Thunder? Ah. Don't worry, it will be alright. Just focus on my voice.
Yeah, your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're definitely not whispering.
You're right, I'm yelling!
Yeah, Finnick is just defaulting
Yeah, I know.
Leosh here to French, and I
Yeah.
think he's Czechoslovakian or some sort. But
Yeah, but look at his little coffee cup. Look at his cigarettes, and look at his wine bottles in the background.
Yeah,
I mean, in my mind, in my head canon, he's French.
apparently, there we go.
What does my voice sound like?
It sounds
Why-
very French. We just talked about this. Old distress. Why do you care? Why do you care?
I do. I do.
Old? Shit.
Let's not be mean.
Yeah, I mean, I do that. I can't avoid that at this point. Old?
Old? What? Me? Really?
Dude, you've been having a cigarette an hour for 40 years. You sound like Tom Waits, my dude.
What do you mean? I am exactly the right age.
I am a wizard, I will have you know. I do not grow old or young. I am the age that I want to be. Thank you very much. Stressed? Stressed?
Yes, I guess you're right. But still, I am here.
He looks less happy and she looks more happy.
I mean, his yeah.
I think this just might be the definition of every relationship that bridges a generational gap. As the youngsters become... the old people are happier when the young people are stressed out and unhappy, and the young people are more happy when the old people are stressed out. You were not the whisperer at the top of the bell.
Oh?
Huh? Dude, Tom Allen. Huh?
Huh?
I had a dream and I was drowning in a well. And someone came, but then they ran away.
Not me.
Or was it me? Then I caught her in the shower. Or was it me?
I was not Freddy Krueger attacking your dream.
Scooby-Doo, huh? Scooby-Doo, huh? Yeah, right, it's Scooby-Doo too, right? Huh?
Ruh-roh. I should have helped you. I would have helped you.
I know. And it wasn't my father either. He wouldn't abandon me. And Arthur was never mine. Oh God, it was my. Oh shit! It was me. I was running away from myself. I was running away from my composition.
It was an important dream.
This is a Freudian game. This is all psychoanalysis bullshit. It's the id. The id left me paralyzed, stuck in a well. Fuck my id.
Wow. What? Yeah, the id is an asshole.
Yeah. Fuck my id. And Freud just go, Scooby Snack?
2 in 1? Sign me up.
Getting pounded in the ass by your id? Oh boy, let's get down to business. Get down on the couch.
But, what is that doctor's name in Vienna?
It's Freud. It's doing a Freud reference. Fucking called it.
There we go.
Freud, there we go. It's Freud. Hey, everything is a dick and vaginas, eh? Exactly.
Exactly.
Dicks and vaginas.
He would approve of your interpretation, I think, yes?
Yes, I think so too, Leoš. Yeah, he would.
Do you remember how you talked to me into calling Nicole?
I did.
I called her. I did it.
What did she say?
She was overjoyed. She said that I should visit her as soon as possible. Can you believe it?
Oh, I'm glad. I'm very glad.
I simply had to call her. The silence that followed our last call. As soon as your voice was gone, I was reminded of how lonely I really am.
You're an innkeeper, dude. You got folks in your house 24/7. I bet you got a bum back there somewhere drinking your last wine.
There is a difference between lonely and alone.
Yes,
So,
there is. And there's nothing so harrowing as being lonely in good company, right?
yeah.
Are you still feeling lonely?
Not anymore. Not when I'm talking to you. Oh,
Giggity.
Giggity. I'm glad that I can talk to you.
I mean, it is firmly established that, she may have a thing for older men.
Yeah, well, we can't just extrapolate that over one case.
No, we cannot. You're absolutely right. We cannot establish a pattern based on one circumstance and one data point. You're absolutely right.
That is not a good scholarly output. I would argue.
No, you're absolutely right. We cannot, and I cannot stress this enough, chat, we cannot assume that Wilma here has a thing for older men just because she has a thing for an older man. Just because you're a bad guy does not mean that you are bad guy, eh?
Bad guy.
You know what? I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Oh shit. Scene transition? Oh, music?
Oh. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What are you doing?
Just listening to you breathe. Let's not go there. I'm writing music. I am writing music.
What about that storm?
Oh, it's still here too.
It no longer disturbs you.
Oh no. You know what this kind of says? What the one of the thematics here is that people tend to get into their heads that creativity and art is a solitary pursuit. Now, this is true to a varying degree. There are certainly works of art or mediums of art that are less solitary than others. musicals, theater, movies, less so, gaming, less so. It's very rarely one single auteur's labor. But writing, composition, painting, it is easy and not without validity to say that they are, or at least can be perceived to be, to some extent, solitary experiences, solitary labors. If you include the inspiration to the work as part of the work, there is no such thing as a solitary art piece or a solitary labor of creating an art piece. But it is real easy to get stuck in your head thinking that it is. At least when it coming to, I'm assuming musical composition, but definitely writing. I can say that much. And that can be a benefit, can be a detriment, but it is not helpful, rarely helpful, at least I would argue, to get stuck in that perception and canonize that perception. Make it into some sort of a holy grail or a golden calf that you need to preserve, that, oh, I need to do this on my own because that is what it is. It is a lonely experience and I need to be lonely to do it. I need to be isolated to do it. To assume that that is the only way to do it, or say that that is the correct way to do it, will not be helpful. And this is a beautiful depiction of a labor that Vilma has for the entire of the game so far, or the episode so far, considered herself isolated in this work. Arthur has certainly not done anything to help her with this perception, and just sending her out into a cabin in the woods to storm. It's all been a depiction of isolation. The telephone essentially being her only little lifeline, and it started small, just a weird ass call by Leosh and return phone calls, and that sort of grew into this lifeline for her in this isolation, a tether to connection. And it is through that tether, that connection, that she now proves capable of turning her solitary mind, her solitary existence, into a creative production. It's a neat way of doing it, I think. Also, the fact that when we don't have a phone call on the line, when we don't have Leosh on the line, that part of the screen is just black. It's not that her world expands when she's alone. No. Her world expands when she's together with someone. And that is a beautiful representation of that part of the creative process.
Yep. No, I agree.
No.
Wonderful.
I can finish the song now. It is a song of courage, of being yourself and facing the shadows.
May I hear it?
No, I'm not done, but soon. Oh, actually. You know what? That's fine. He's part of the process, right?
Yeah,
And we have a violin, and I want to hear it. I will play it for you on my violin. Why didn't you give me all of it? Fuck.
Wonderful.
I'm disappointed. No, I'm not done, but soon.
Until soon. Farewell, Vilma.
Farewell, my friend.
Adieu.
The composition is developing well. Fuck yes. Let's see, Cryptics.
Nice.
You may I hear it, Finnick reminds me of Borat.
Very nice.
Very nice. I mean, supposedly this guy's, what is Borat? He's Kazakhstanian, I think? Yeah, that's not Hungarian. Where did the, during the 1500s, 1400s, there was a migrational movement into what became Hungarian, which is where the Magyar language comes from, right? They were Tatar, that migration movement, weren't they? Some sort of Tatar. That is to say, they came from the kind of Kazakhstan. So the association with southern Bohemia, Hungary, and that language family, I think there is actually a connection.
Oh,
Of the
I wasn't aware of that, but here we go.
I think so. I think Magyar came from that Finno-Ugric group. Not Tatar. Yeah,
Alright.
but Tatar is not a language family. Tatar is catch-all of... I think it's a catch-all of steppe people that kind of had... It's a branch of the cultural migration from the Mongols, I think. I believe that's where the concept of the Tatar came from. It's sort of a one of the... Because when... I'm not really good at this piece of history, but from what I understand, when the Mongol Empire shattered, it fell apart in the Eastern European theater into essentially 4 groups, empires, kingdoms, or just tribes. One of them being the Golden Horde, and I believe that there's some sort of collection term in that sphere of the Tartar. The Tartar Turks. Okay, sorry. No, Mongols and Tartars are different. There we go. Mongols are Mongol. Yeah, the Mongols are Mongolian. Yeah. But remember that the Mongols brought with them a lot of people that they conquered along the way. Among them, the Turkic groups out of Central Asia. Because that is the ethnographic origin of the Turkic ethnic group, I suppose. Right? The Turks, as we know them today, that's just a country founded by, you know, the ancestors of the Turkic groups that conquered Byzantium. I think Magyars may have fled before the Mongols. Maybe. That's very possible, Cryptics, but I think that, I mean, that would imply that they still came from that Central Asian plain area, as it were. But this is a deep cut anthropology, and I'm not well read on the thing. The information that I have is inferred from other events and connections. It is not a study of them. Oh yeah, they came from that kind of place. Yeah, okay. Then I'm saying it poorly. I'm explaining it poorly because I don't know the connections. I don't know the connections well. But from what I understand, it was a ethnographic migration from the Central Asian plains that were associated to the Mongol expansion. Whether or not it was a fallout after it, or it was a migration, is essentially a refugee migration in the wake of it. But either which way, that Magyar language, that I believe is one of the languages, if not the language of Hungary, kind of came from that ethnic migration, which is why Hungarian is fairly out there as it comes to European languages. As Romanian, we have a weird history with all of them. I don't doubt, dude. I don't doubt, because again, it's on the eastern cusp, and it's not just Hungary that experienced that historic event. But I believe that the language Magyar is today, in the modern sense, is a language in Hungary, not in Romania, right? Either which way, the composition is developing well. There are already several great passages. Fuck yes, score. But still a lot to write. Shit.
Alright, I guess we're gonna need more inspiration then.
Yeah, she looks less stressed though, which is nice.
Yeah.
We did all of the books. Maybe
Unfinished composition.
I think that's just us, isn't that us? The composition is not finished, yes. It's just us.
Okay.
You know what? Let's do the letter. There's a lot of Magyar in Romania still too. Well, yeah, I guess little doubt, considering it was kind of part of the same empire, or there was empire overlap fairly recently, like again 100 years ago or some such, right? The Austro-Hungarian Empire. Yeah, exactly, and the Ottomans then afterwards. I live in Timisoara, and weirdly enough, Romania has held Timisoara for less time than everyone else, between Austro-Hungary and Ottomans. Yeah, I mean that entire parcel of Europe has been held by overlords, big bunny ears on that, but either the empires, let's say. It's the same with Greece. Modern Greece is a fairly modern state. It was held by, like, I don't know, I mean, Rome, Byzantium, the Ottoman Empire. Greece hasn't been it wasn't even a national unit back then, but, you know, governing. It wasn't self-governing until recently, since the Hellenistic era, or before the Hellenistic era, technically, because after the Hellenistic era, it was ruled by generals, Alexander's generals. Hey, welcome to Romanian history between three empires and dumb effed by all. Yep. Which is correspondingly why Vlad Tepes is still considered a bit of a national hero, because he flipped them all off and was kind of successful for a bit, which great basis for a national hero. Let's see if we can get some inspiration from the love letter.
Mm-hmm.
A love letter from someone called Grete. Oh, that's it? Oh shit. Pocket watch? An old pocket watch. Sketch? The facet? Oh, we already got that. Shit. Paraffin lamp? The flame flares up from time to time, struggling for air. A flickering, flaring rhythm for the composition. Oh shit, I should have done that, not in her voice. Yeah, that's good. Getting drums in the background? Okay, what else do we have? Drawers? Oh, I guess not. Go outside then, I suppose. My bag? I don't need anything from my bag now. Myself? There we go. Her heart beats steadily. She feels the air filling her lungs, the oxygen in her blood, the warmth of her fingertips. An inconstant, ephemeral rhythm. That sounds hell to write down.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's good. She seems to enjoy herself now. That's all you need. You need a stern talking to by your id. That's all you really need. That was the last sheet of music paper. But there's still something left to write. Just write on the back end, or write on the love letter.
Yeah, or the unfinished papers.
Yeah.
Unfinished.
The finale. There has to be some space for new notes. No! Where will I get something to write on? There's fucking everything. Everywhere. Just grab the sketches.
Yes, no, not the sketches, but it was an unfinished composition, or like sheet. No, wait. It was like letters.
I mean, there's plenty of paper. I kind of like.
Yeah, maybe the unfinished composition.
Okay. Oh shit. There's no more space on it. I need blank paper. There's no fucking. I can't write on this. Why does Arthur have blank staff paper? Dude, I don't know. Okay.
I
don't know, in a flower
the sketches?
pot? Where?
The unfinished. Did you write that? The unfinished
But
composition?
that is our composition, I think. No? Okay. The back of Arthur's composition is clean. I need the paper. I'm sorry, Arthur. Just get it down there. Just looking at her music lifts her mood. This is the best work so far. Melodies flow through her mind while the rain falls on the cabin. Now a dedication. Leos.
Leos. Yeah.
For Leos. That almost sounds like he's dead already.
I like that. The best listener.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. The best listener from Vienna to Krumau. Where's Krumau? Never heard that before.
Me neither. Maybe like in the other side of Austria?
I am gonna look it up real quick. Krumau. Český Krumlov. It's in Czech Republic then. Yeah, Czech Republic near the border to Austria. Looks actually really fucking cool. Wow. Holy shit. I need to go here someday. Dude, I recommend just do a Google search, dude. Holy moly. Everyone take a look at Komao. It looks gorgeous. Wow. Yeah. What mind if I do?
Yeah.
Right? Holy
That's
shit.
very cool.
Right? And then we're done. So this is the Lion's song. And there we go. She said the thing! She said the thing!
Ding! Roll credits. Ding!
I want to hear it. Yeah, please hear it. Oh, here we go. Vienna, the great hall of this Musikverein. The auditorium is packed. Shit. The compositions by Schoenberg, Mahler, and the others have already been played. The mood is tense, expectant. I love this first-person view of it. Seems as if the whole city of Vienna is here. But now is not the time to be nervous. And yet, that's often when you are nervous, as it turns out.
Yeah.
It's rare then. Holy shit, I'm nervous. Perfect. Perfect. Love this for me. Okay. I'm not gonna read the tags on this. Maybe I should. Quiet to a calm, bright spark. Then burning with the desire to break free. Cleaved into facets, clean and sharp-edged. Persisting yet changing from moment to moment. Round yet square.
Yeah.
I hate that kind of writing. I loathe it. It's fine, but now peaceful, like a warm voice from far away. It's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Comforting. The problem is that it rarely means anything. It just sounds profound, but it considering it's sort of oppositions to one another, it sort of deadens each other.
Oh.
Usually, or on occasion at least, does that. It doesn't perform as well as the writer intends it to. That's not to say that that description may not be warranted, that may not be value in those oppositions playing off one another, but you probably should write it differently than it's square, yet round. Fading to a sense of hope for someday. We wrote an intimate song. Can you write different songs? I wonder. Clap. Clap. Clap.
Clap. Clap.
Clap.
Clap.
As the curtain falls, Vilma leaves the stage and dies. And disappears behind countless musicians forever. Finn. Aww. In the next episode of The Lion's Song. Next on The Lion's Song. Visit the Viennese art scene. Yeah, when they're trying to compose pieces together. That's Freud! There's fucking Freud in the background. As a young artist with a unique gift. To whisper to doors. I'd see dead people differently than other people see dead people. Did we go right into it? No. What is this? Did we go right into it? Is this episode 2?
No.
It's not. Are you sure?
Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't. Wait. It might be, but I don't think so. I think it's
Exit
no,
episode.
yeah,
Good,
exit
good,
episode.
good, 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 good. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, it's the credits. Oh, this is nice. Oh, that's the composer. Yeah. This is the credits. Oh, I like this as far as the
okay,
credits
it's the
screen
credits.
go. Sound effects and music. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is this might be one of my absolute favorite of all time credit screens. Natasha Pitot, art. Marcel
Oh yeah.
Jancher, quality assurance. Oh, they actually had QA. Well, that's putting more effort into it than most AAA studios. Lee Sheldon, writing and story consult. Martin Philippe, administration and organizational support. I love that he's just not part of the conversation. I think that's funny. Stéphane Renontet, development. Stefan Zub. Oh shit. I can't. Zub. I don't, dude. I don't. My mouth don't do that. My mouth never done that. Creative director and writing. Gregor Eigner. Executive production. Johan Ivan Ertl. Distribution and production consulting. Tobias Sikeritz. Technical direction. We have Wirtschaftsganketur. I don't fucking, dude. It's in Vienna at least, with a friendly support of creative to market by Wirtschaftsagentur. There we go. Wirtschaftsagentur Vienna. There we go. Got it. Geistwert. Legal support. Alexander Schneider. Tolma 14. Russian localization. Molecule engine. Framework and core technology. Mipumi Games. Additional support. Chris Sukup. It's like soup, but in a cup. Keyword Studio localization. Bear Industries trailers and videos. Quantic Lab additional quality assurance. Can never have too much quality assurance. ICO partners marketing and PR. You know what? Thanks to Kati, Mikkel, Moni, Valerie, Annie, our friends and families, and Paula Gans, because she's neither friends or family. And you know that, I mean, and nobody fucking likes Paula, but I mean, she did help. You gotta put her in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So thanks to friends and family and fucking Paula Gans, I guess. Give it up for fucking Paula over here, eh, bud? This is a really cute credit scene. This is a really cute credit scene. Yeah, I mean, it did a great little ditty about the creative process, and I feel like for very little space taken, very compact writing done. I mean, it's not an extensive thing. It does do a very good job at portraying both the pitfalls of the creative process, but also the lifelines of the creative process here. And not only saying that one is another, but actually depicting them in the grade curve where you can... Is this the end of the episode? Yeah, Cryptics, it is. Depicting it on a scale, you know. We had her efforts to block out distractions by engaging with the distractions. Worked to some extent, and when it didn't, I mean, she almost fell apart, but it also shows us where that process may not actually work. And it's not just between different people, right? It's the same person. Sometimes that labor works and functions, sometimes it just does not. Also, distractions in the form of engaging with other people. When he just calls us just as we're about to write, and we're like, yeah, hi, Leos, it's great to listen to you talk about Nicole, your niece. We didn't really get anything out of it at that time. It was just, took our time, took our attention away. But then on occasion, it's absolutely fucking central to have that connection. And it is so very easy to, in this kind of a creative process, to get locked in to one specific mode of creation. And that is very rarely always helpful. There are no silver bullets in the creative pursuits. There are methods that usually work, and those methods are personal, very personal. There obviously is overlap between different people, definitely, and there are processes that may be more often more successful for most people, but it's never a gold, it's never a silver bullet. It never always works. And you need to be flexible. You need to adapt to the problems, to the issues, to the hurdles that you encounter in this process. And the game does a great job of showcasing that and almost not just engaging with it, but frolicking in it. Just enjoying the space between those issues, those problems.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I cannot say that I'm as emotionally engaged with at least this first bit, as I was with the Freebird games, if we're going to compare it to anything, which we probably shouldn't in this regard.
No.
But I feel like this little episodic little ditty that is unreasonably packed for its length and the sort of the indie production values and everything of it, it plays around in maybe not the same genre, but there are production similarities, I suppose you could call it. Not really artistic similarities, but even though it's unfair to compare them note for note, as in to say, well, I was more emotionally invested in To the Moon or After To the Moon than this, that is unfair, but it's sort of running in the same, it's in the same version of the Olympics, but they're in different sports, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Do you feel, I mean, you're the veteran that brought me into this, just as with the Freebird games. Is there anything that you feel that we've missed in this episode, in the singular episode, that you want to bring our attention to?
I want you to keep in mind the names that have been scattered among this episode.
So we had, obviously we had Vilma, we had Arta, we had Leoš. Those were the main characters. Then we had Mahler and Schönberg. That were all the composers, hypothetically. We had the letters. We had the poet,
Grete.
Rilke. We had Grete, the love letter to Arta. We had an
There was also a
RM.
painter.
Yeah, there was a painter,
Yeah,
but I don't
RM.
remember the name of him.
No.
And I think that's going to be the
Yeah.
painter that we're going to play as next turnaround. It is interesting to refer to not self-portraits, but portraits that show different facets of the same human as an anthology of humanity. I think that's an interesting way of thinking of a multifaceted portrait. Or yourself, really. Instead of looking at it as the masks that you wear, looking at it that you are an anthology of personality. That's cool. But yeah, maybe I don't remember all the letter writers. There were two others. There was an RM.
Yeah. But I think that's enough. And I think that was the only thing that I can think of that what we can maybe take away from the first one. Otherwise, I feel like there's nothing we missed.
Okay. Yeah, this was a cute little one, and I am absolutely invested in carrying on with the rest of them.
Should we begin with
I don't think so. I think it is neat to have a archival clip of the first episode in a first stream. And besides, we're 3 hours and 20 into this one. I think it is neater to just say that, okay, this is the first episode, we're done with that, and then we'll continue on with the second episode next Sunday instead. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because running it like that, assuming that we're going to be able to knock out one of these episodes per streaming opportunity, we would run neatly into October for Signalis as well.
Fair.
So we'll do the Lion Song, then we'll boot up Signalis to have our proper archived playthrough of Signalis, and then get into Pathless and potentially Sword of the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a neat plan for us.
Yep.
Moving on. So yeah, wonderful little thing. I really enjoyed this. Even though we may have butchered the voice acting.
Well,
We did that, to be fair, we did that with To the Moon also, and it didn't stop us from having feels at the end.
no, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's like, I think that, and now that we know what kind of piece we're getting into, we might tone down the voice acting, but I'm also like, just kind of,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think toning down the voice acting is in our oeuvre, to be fair. Let's see, Cryptics. Ooh, Pathless is nice. Never played it. I have played Journey. Have you played Journey?
yes.
You have. Okay, good. We did play Abzu at some point. I think we played it before we started the archive. And I don't think that warrants a replay just to get it into the archive, but we have played it previously on stream. So we have the two progenitors. I'm not going to say prequels, but the progenitors of Pathless. And we did see, both of us, I think you saw it, yeah, you did see it as well, the OSP sort of solo diatribe with just gushing, like 2.5 hours gushing about Pathless vis-a-vis Journey and Abzu, and how it sort of blends the cosmological anthropology of the pieces into Pathless. So there's a lot more combat in Pathless. Yes, I understand it's a more game than just walking simulator. He says not at all meaning to sound derisive about it. But yeah, I understand it's more game than the other two. Also some skill-based. Oh, well, heaven forbid that we do anything skill-based on this channel. But I would really like to do Pathless together with Finnick. I think we'd have things to say. You know, hashtag things to say about it. And I also kind of want to run Sword of the Sea on this channel, and I think running Pathless just ahead of it would make a lot of sense. Like Journey meets Dark Souls. I don't mind that. That sounds perfect to me, actually.
It's fine.
Journey meets Dark Souls. That's perfect storm. I don't know. Are you trying to get me hot and heavy for it? Are you trying to get me wet here, Cryptics? I don't know. What, are you trying to scare me away? I don't. You know, joke's on you because I'm into that shit. So I think, even though we're a little bit early tonight, I think this is a neat, clean cut or take of this playthrough.
That works for me. I'm gonna make some lasagna.
Oh, late night Sunday lasagna. That's also a kink, I suppose.
It's a mood. That's what it is.
It's a mood, yeah. I liked it. I wanted to 100% it, but some achievements are hard. Oh, well, we don't do that shit here. Well, a little bit. We do it a little bit, but just soft. We don't do achievement-wise. We just do it so we feel good about ourselves. I say that as we're, you know, a 3-knuckler deep into Act 3 of Clair Obscur. I'm not gonna be all 100% about it, but I want to do everything, which it's not quite the same thing, almost. Fuck. This is neat. Also, I am drawn to this, specifically taking place in Vienna, or in the environs of Vienna, because I recently read The Hotel New Hampshire, a book by John Irving, written in 70s, I believe, that to some extent takes place in the shadows of the cultural center of Vienna during the 50s, I believe. It's a weird one, and it's not to say that it's the same thing, but it draws me to explore facets of Vienna in this way. It has a pull on me. Even though
I feel like that's the thing in this game as well, that it's like Vienna itself is a character.
Yeah, I don't doubt. It's going to be interesting as how they progress this. Because I'm still convinced that this song, the Lion Song itself, I mean, obviously it's a title, is going to be the main character kind of thing, or the red thread that pulls it all together. And we have spoken previously of the structuralist way of dealing with art as a living, breathing creature in and of itself that is sort of born out of a society, and then a society interacts with and is changed by it, but also changes the interpretation of it. And to look at a piece of art almost like an organic animal or a being in and of itself that is born from things, from elements, it lives in a dynamic world, it has a dynamic life, and then it dies or doesn't, or has an afterlife, however you want to look at it, or is resurrected, as the case might be with things like Shakespeare, for example, like a living, breathing thing, which is a very structuralist thing to do and interact with. And even though the art in this game isn't dealt with the in-world interaction with art is not so far a structuralist thing. We are squarely in the stage of early modernism here, with trying new things, being experimental with the medium. We are still, the game itself, the meta-narrative of the game, absolutely, I feel like it thrives and lives in that structuralist sense of art as a living creature. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, I think. Even more so when more nuance, more complexity is piled on top of this game in its...
Yep.
Because solitarily it's neat, it's cute. But I do feel that there will be gains added to it, not just in an additive sense, but in a fractal sense, with the new episodes tacked on top. So, let's say that's going to be it. I'm going to exit the episode. I don't mind if I'm going to be distracted by that. Moving on. Oh shit, we have a thing.
Oh.
We have a thing. Decisions. 93% also revealed Wilma's name to Leosh. I don't see why we wouldn't. 91% advised Leosh to call Nicole as well. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't. 17% also decided to go to sleep. You're fucking sick. All of you're fucking sick. You need to go to bed. You need to go to sleep. A good night's rest is fucking wonders to anything that you do in life. So have a good night's sleep. Don't stay up and churn on. Fucking take care of yourselves. Don't let capitalism make you a replaceable cog in machinery. Fuck sleep. Also fuck being successful. 21% said they wanted to be successful as well. What did people answer? Did they answer that you just want to go back to mama and papa? Or did they say, I want Arthur?
Arthur, I think.
I want to fuck my professors. Like, I like turtles. What?
There is one thing. If you can press OK.
Also called Leosh the last time. Huh.
Yeah, which makes sense, I would say. Press OK.
Retire to the woods and stay awake 24/7 for like a week tops. By deciding again, you change choices in the past and discover new connections and achievements. Your game progress will be unaffected. By deciding again, so replay value.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other.
So you can have a reason to play it again if you want.
So I'm assuming that the thematics of the piece, of the musical piece, may change depending on what we do during our stay in the lonely cabin.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that this became what did it say? It became a song of love, right? It became a love song. I think my achievement
it was a song of courage.
My achievement says, that's what she said. My achievement says a love song, write an intimate song.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting considering we did not, in fact, say, I just want to fuck Arthur. Which would be ostensibly, but you might. I mean, I don't think it's obvious, but I would argue that would be the obvious connection to a love song in Vilma's regard. But instead, we made intimate connections otherwise, right? We made intimate connections with Leos. We helped Leos make intimate connections with, well, reconnection with Nicole. So there's absolutely intimate connection here on display.
Yeah.
But there's a very low-hanging fruit as far as what a love song would, quote-unquote, require for her to do. That is to say, oh, I just want to fuck Arthur, please. Which makes me curious as to the Venn diagram on display here. What would happen if we didn't engage with Leos, but instead just wanted to fuck Arthur? Would that still become a love song, or would it become something else? An obsessive song, maybe? That is curious as to how the game... I mean, that is a value statement in that case, right? The game says that this sort of affection is not love. This sort of affection and connection is love. And that association, that value statement that the game may or may not do, is relevant to how we understand the piece, in a way. Kinda. Death of the author and all that. But it's still relevant. Because right now it seems to say that Arthur is not love. And romantic entanglement is not at least the only love. Love is connection between you two human beings that ostensibly have no physical component at all. It is just that connection. That is love. That is intimacy. Not bone down with your professor, but accept a call at random and just have a conversation with the person on the other end, and the influence that conversation will have on both of you. For Leos, it was getting into touch with his niece, and for us, it was creating this music. And that is interesting.
Yeah.
And it says things.
If you press, if you press OK, I think there is something we can.
Oh, we're.
Oh, you can replay these things.
Oh.
Okay. No, but.
Well, let's not. Let's live with our choices. Let's live with the consequences of our choices. It would be interesting to see a mapping of this, and I'm assuming after 10 years there is some sort of a flow chart, as it were.
It probably will be. I don't know. I don't know if you actually see.
How do I get out of here? There we go. Okay.
Okay, now go to Connections Gallery.
Ooh. Every connection you have discovered between episodes is stored and displayed here. Remember to visit from time to time to see what has changed. Episode 4? Oh.
So this is essentially, again, this is the salon where you can interact with the people and also interact with the things you have sort of created.
Naked butt. It's kind of hot, actually. Are we acting this out?
Yeah. We?
I mean, Leos is you.
Yeah, we.
Oh, fuck. What was it like to talk on because this is Vilma, right?
Yeah.
What was it like to talk to Nicole on the phone? What was it like to talk to Nicole on the phone, on the telephone?
How to say it? Do you know the feeling when you had nothing to eat all day?
All too well, thank you. I'm an artist after all.
You get home and there is this hole in your guts. You feel so empty it almost hurts. But suddenly you smell that someone's been cooking for you. And as the first bite touches your mouth, and the taste and smell spread, you begin to feel whole again. That is how it felt to talk to Nicole again.
That sounds very sweet. Do you have any other family than your sister Nicole? Do you have any other family than your sister Nicole and Nicole?
No. They are all I have. And they are a long way away.
Oh, well, goodbye then. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye, Vilma.
Dear Arthur, a passionate letter to Arthur by a woman named Gaete. And Vilma discovered a sketch by Franz Marquet. There we go. Turned out to be an inspiration. There's a lot of stuff here that we haven't found.
No, exactly. That's again, that's a replayability, I think.
Oh, maybe. This is neat. This is actually real neat too. Say cryptics. Someone having a hole in your gut. That then someone can say, "Let me fill that hole in your guts." Sounds kind of bad. That's kinky. Cryptics, have you never had such a good dicking that you can feel it in your tummy tum?
Have you?
I haven't. Do not take my question for an endorsement. Okay.
Thank you.
Getting fucked so hard that you get a prolapsed rectum sounds like god awful. I have a nagging suspicion that if Fennec gets on these VODs, I'm gonna get to hear that quote coming back at me in like a month or so on the Discord.
I mean, it's on the YouTube now, so.
Yeah, it's out there. Fuck, yeah. For posterity. And beyond! Well, this is really cute. I like this. Main menu. Yes, let's get off the floor, yeah? Nice. I like that. This is curious. This is interesting. You know what? This is really interesting. Yeah, I like what this game is putting down. This is interesting. I'm not sure that I'm going to replay it, but it is interesting.
No, I mean, I never replayed it either.
No.
I always just like stuck with my choices because I feel that that's. You might unlock things, but I was not into unlocking achievements. I think I just wanted to like play it through
right
with my choices.
Yeah, it's like your playthrough of it, right? Pristine kind of way. And I don't like diluting it either with completionist alternative history, as it were. But did you get any other things than we did?
Oh my god, I might have to check my Switch. You know what? I'll check my Switch until next week.
Yeah, do that.
And I will tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's it for tonight then. We're a little bit early, I know, but it fits, I feel, rather than just booting up the last one for the last 20 minutes or something. I like this. It's neat. It's tidy. I like tidy. Don't you like tidy? I like tidy, especially for the YouTube archives. YouTube archives likes tidy. This is true. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here tonight on this little corner of the universe, the internet and all things Switch, where we try to apply literary criticism to the games that we play. That is to say, that we do close reading, structuralist analysis, deconstruction, anything that we can really get our hands on to try to make sense of maybe not so much what the story is, but rather how it's being told, what it does, what it achieves. We essentially look under the hood of whatever media we play. We do this work not just because it's fun, not just because it elevates the media, both of those things are naturally true, but more so importantly for my own solipsistic wants and needs. You see, narratology and storytelling are near and dear to my heart, not just because they're cool, but because I'm an author. I'm a writer. I've been a novelist for the past 10 years. I've written 9 books in that time, and I started streaming to try to promote that work to you. Most recently, you could read me in the Patchwork Sovereignty. This beautiful piece of literature can be yours. It is a noir thriller set in a post-apocalyptic Nordic folklore verse, which I think is really fucking cool, and I'm having a lot of fun writing more material in there. There are already 2 more books set in it, well, manuscripts, I should say, not books, but manuscripts written and done, and I have finished a chapter list, well, a chapter plan for the 4th. It is available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies. But if you need any help finding it, there's a handy link down below. If you want to read something more or something else of mine, why don't you check out The Last Box? Cyberpunk thriller about the spontaneous eruption of sapiens in a random slug of gaming code and the people who were unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile with that fact. Also think it's a rather cool book, does a few things different than most other AI media media that deals with the resurgence or emergence of artificial sapiens. And it's well worth your time in this our day and age. It is available also pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies, but there's also another handy-dandy link down below. If you want to join this growing community here on the channel, 3rd link down below will get you to our Discord. If you want to check out what other games we played here on the channel, 4th link down below will get you to our online archive at the YouTubes. And if you want to give a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do here, well, of course, you have the infrastructure of Twitch itself. That is to say, you do your whole thing with the bits and the bibs and the bobs and the resubscribes and just plain subscribes. And also, don't forget to spend your Bezos buck. If you have a Prime subscription, you get a free Twitch sub to give away to your content creator of choice. You don't have to spend it here. You really, really don't. But you should spend it somewhere because it's essentially just taking money out of Bezos' pocket, which is well worth your time and effort. Or, for that matter, ABBB, baby. Oopsie boop. Oopsie boops. I booped. Buy the books. Read the books. Review the books. Cannot help stress enough how helpful that is. Or just refer the books. Put them into people's hands who might enjoy them. Put it into the hands of people who might enjoy them. It's all about distribution. It's all about getting these things out there into the world. So anything that you can do or want to do or will do to help me do so is tremendously appreciated. Really, really, really is. But if you don't want to do any of that, or you already have, and you still want to give a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do, well, don't you worry none. Fifth link down below will get you to my Buy Me a Coffee page. And thank you also. Our good buddy Cosmology Scholar, Finnick Twitch, has been here with us tonight. And thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Do you have anything of yours that you'd like to plug?
Yes. We talked about in the beginning of the session
The sesh.
how
The
sesh so fresh. No, but talk about a bit how what was it? The how people focus on canonicity when it comes to creative works of art, and also the fact that this game been playing now, the Lion Song, is all about creating art and the creative process that goes against it, the author and sort of inspirations that come with it. So I wanted to put up here a Religion for Breakfast video about how he argues we can look at fandoms as religion.
Yeah.
In the in a certain context when it comes to certain like things, because to say that sort of like fandom resembles religion is a bit of a simplification. He argues is that it should be fandom resembles religion in the aspect of said, or in the aspect of something like like traveling. For example, it puts up different examples. So just to say that, like, that it diminishes both religion and also, but having it in a certain theoretical point of view can be interesting, can have a comparative lens that is fairly interesting.
Yeah.
So
looking
I
at it as a
recommend
specific
searching it
lens. Yeah. I can absolutely see that.
Hmm?
People assume ownership of media, kind of like they do religion. They insert it into their identity, kind of like religion.
Mhm.
And there is certainly a sacral touch to some fandoms. Like, this is sacred, don't touch it. Or if you don't treat it with the same with the same mentality that I would, I will become very cross with you, to the point of actually, threatening other people.
He brings up a bunch of examples. For example, he brings up cosplaying, Comic-Con, for example, with or like parades to Comic-Con. He brings up the Harry Potter with the play and the tweets and everything, but also Swifties and their devotion to Taylor Swift.
I have Swifties.
Swifties, yeah. That's the general, name for people who are a fan of Taylor Swift.
Remind me never to become a fan of Taylor Swift then. I would never want to be called or referred to as a Swifties.
I am not a Swiftie, but I will argue that at least I listen. Like, I think they're good. So
look, I will never, ever accept the titulation of being a Swifties. I am nothing if not a languid-ties. Okay?
You're nothing if what? If
a languid-ties.
Like,
I don't understand.
Right.
Look, when I heard it first was Swifties, not Swifties, as in plural.
No.
And thus I was, what is a Swifties?
Swifties, yeah.
I don't understand Swifties, but at least they get something. Never heard the term. It seems weird, but yeah, I understand. I absolutely get that there is a term for it, but just never heard it. Well, there we go. Yeah, that is an interesting lens to apply to fandoms. An unfortunate one. Not the unfortunate lens, but unfortunate that it is applicable, I feel. I don't think anything should be approached with the same fervor as religion. I don't think religion should be approached with a fervor of religion. I don't think generally it's healthy. But, it is definitely applicable. I can absolutely see the argument that it's applicable. Well, that being said,
recommend it.
Yeah, on that note, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us in chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? I think I'm doing the other thing first. Twitch, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you real soon. Before we go through that particular gauntlet, let me converse with the other people in the room first. Hi, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube. It's a damn pleasure to have you here. Don't let the Twitch chatters tell you differently. You're an absolute delight. It's really validating to have you here. And thank you so much for, beating the odds and staying here for the full for some hours. For some hours? It's a damn delight to have you here either way. You don't have to wait until next we're live to watch more of this. You could just click on what's ever hovering around my head. I bet there's going to be stuff, because there's so much stuff in the banana stand or, the archive. So you just do that, click along, and you're going to find more of this. And until you do, thank you so much for using YouTube. Thank you so much for using YouTube like it's a fucking drug. I mean, I guess it kind of is. Thank you so much for using YouTube. Just shooting it up straight there, right into your eyeball. And I guess do more of that on this channel. This analogy is getting away from me, so I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching, YouTube, and good night. Whoops.
Bye-bye.